going live? Alright, apparently I'm live now. Great. Okay. You can hang out down there, window. Okay, good. Seems I'm up. Hopefully the audio balancing is good. If y'all are having any problems with that, tell me. Sorry if I'm slightly late today. I was having a bit of technical difficulties with getting the capturing to work properly, but we should be good now. Perfect. Okay. Alright, hello everyone, CMeeCraft here, and welcome to Botany Manor. So as I understand this is sort of like a chill puzzle sort of game about botany, I guess? Growing plants and the like. I imagine that's the sort of thing that we'll have as puzzle solutions and whatnot. And yeah, so we'll see. This just came out, I believe it was either today or yesterday. And it looked interesting, so I figured, hey, why not check it out live with you all? But yeah, let's get into this. I know it says continue. I haven't actually played the game yet. That's just from like a little like test thing I was doing to make sure all of my settings were correct. So yeah, let's get into this. Just so everyone knows, we are streaming on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, so you can, you know, view on whatever platform you fancy. And yeah, we are trying to get up to 100 Twitch followers. If we can get there, then I'll be doing a Portal stream where I can't see anything. Which, the more I think about that, the more I'm wondering, like, man, perhaps I am regretting this decision. Like, that stream could be really, really bad, but for me, I mean, I'm sure it'll be entertaining, but it could be very difficult. But that's the fun of it, yeah? $18.90. Okay. Turn that volume down slightly. Alright, so typical first person, walking around, of course. We're in a greenhouse of some kind, it would seem. Ooh, what have we here? Lady Arabella, we're so happy to have you back at Botany Manor. I hope you had a lovely trip. In your absence, I'm afraid some things in the manor have deteriorated, though I can assure you we tried our best to keep things in order. I hope it doesn't affect your research too much today. Bennett. Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Bennett, or Mrs. Bennett, potentially, who knows? Maybe Miss Bennett. Glad for the thoughtfulness. Arabella Green, Botany Manor, Somerset. Forgotten Flora, Herbarium by Arabella Green. Ooh. Dear Arabella Green, thank you once again for submitting your book proposal, Forgotten Flora. Please send this empty herbarium back to us once you have completed your research, and we'll be in touch with a potential offer. Sincerely, Mayflower Publishing House. Oh, sweet! I got a book deal. Nice. Alright. I guess, my proposal has been approved. I just now need to, figure out... I gotta actually write the book, it would seem, is where we're at. Alright, maps. Okay. I don't see any maps. Well, I guess that's where the maps would be. Alright, it's like completely blank. I see. Alright, I see how it is. Tab to close. Alright. Sounds nice. Well, let's get out there and start filling it out. 1. A fresh start. Okay, 1 new plant added. Alright, do we got seeds? Seed inventory? What's this? Windmill wort. I want to grow the windmill wort to filter the smoggy air in my conservatory, but I'll need to research its temperature requirements first. I haven't filed in all the right clues for this plant. Clues. Okay, so I'm gonna find clues, it would seem. What have we here? Potting instructions. 1. Place pot on saucer. 2. Add soil to pot. 3. Plant a seed. 4. Water the seed. Yeah. Hopefully this game isn't too far out my realms of expertise. I'm not sure if I've ever, like, successfully, planted plants, but we already have pot on saucer. Now we put soil in pots. Now we put plant in next. We put the seed in. There we go. And then we water. Oh man, it's growing fast. Like, I can inspect the seedling. Rotate. Looks like a seedling alright. Okay. Guess we'll put that back. Let that grow or something. Oh, what's this do? Okay, I guess this turns up or down the pressure. Or, wait, that's Celsius, so is that temperature related? Instead of pressure related? Hopefully I'm not about to get myself killed here. Leaving it on at high pressure and or temperature, that should be fine, right? Surely. The Somerset Gazette, 19th of September, 1890. Somerset falls victim to industrial smog. I can barely see. Horse bus drivers refuse to work in these conditions. Well, not to worry, we'll have some non-horse bus drivers soon enough. Postcard from Marianne. Okay. Ooh, hello. Dearest Arabella, on my hike, I came across the windmill wort, a flower that only grows in Sicily. Some locals told me the flower has air-purifying qualities, but due to its bespoke temperature requirements, the plant rarely blooms. Maybe the flower could help with the smog pollution in your conservatory. Your friend and peer, Marianne. Okay. Good to know. So, I guess that's what that's going to be about. Guess this is keeping track of the... Oh, okay. For a second I thought my plant died. It did not. I guess right now we're keeping it at 80 degrees C in here, which... I don't know for certain how exactly the metric system works in terms of temperature, but I'm pretty sure 80 degrees C is approximately the temperature of the sun, more or less. Could be wrong about that, but I doubt it. Right, okay, I can open the herbarium. Clues. Important clues get added to the herbarium where you can assign them to plants. If you're stuck, tracking clues can help you organize and validate your research. Alright. Let's add a clue then. Postcard. So it comes from Sicily. Which likely means... And Sicily is a pretty warm climate, so it probably needs to grow in a pretty warm environment, I would imagine. That seems to... Oh, what have we here? Ideal soil temperatures for Mediterranean wildflowers. What could go better? Okay, so we now know. So it's going to be somewhere between 60 degrees C or 20. That's a pretty big range, I think, especially in the metric system. We need to know, because we know it's from Sicily, we do not yet know if it is a grassland, a meadow, a coastal, or a volcanic flower, or even a woodland flower. So hopefully we can figure out that information somewhere around here. Let's see. Oh, wildflowers. Windmill wort, a volcanic flower. The checkered lily is a meadow flower. The sword lily is a woodland flower. And the daffodil is a grassland flower. Okay, so we know then windmill wort is a volcanic flower. Which means, if we look here, volcanic flowers in Sicily have an ideal temperature of 60 degrees Celsius. All right. So now we'll just set our boiler here to 60. There we go. And now I'm expecting my plant should thrive. Perhaps I should add some clues. Yes, the temperature chart and the wildflowers and all that together means it needs to grow at 60 degrees Celsius. Pretty sure that's what that means. Okay. And what are you doing, windmill wort? You just living there? Have I completed the windmill wort? Can I move on? Is that what's going on now? And I think I know everything there is to know about this plant now. So let's... Oh, sheesh. Okay, never mind. It's still super smoggy in here. I think I need to clear the smog utilizing the plant. Perhaps I need to grow more copies of windmill worts. Place pot on saucer. Okay. Yeah, maybe I can grow more copies of it. That would be useful. Alright, you. I'm placing you on the table. Okay, because I guess the saucer is presumably necessary like early on to catch the excess water, but once the excess water has already drained out, I don't suppose we actually would need further saucering. So we'll just grow a whole bunch of these. There we go. And hopefully as we grow more, we'll get more of the smog dissipating. Or maybe I gotta actually like put them in the boiler or something, or near the boiler. That seems plausible. So like if I bring this over here, like close, like can I set you down? There, right there. You get to live next to the boiler, which maybe will make the temperature more conducive for your thriving. I don't know, right now I'm just planting plants. One of those traditional verb nouns. We plant plants, we build buildings. But then sometimes there are things which aren't like that. You don't run runs. Well, actually, I guess you can say, I went for a run. So I guess you do run a run. Huh. You walk a walk. Okay, alright. What's this do? Open heat vent. Oh, that'll actually let the... Okay, that'll let the heat from the boiler actually get out to the rest of the room. And now I bet my plants are gonna be loving life. Hopefully. We're at 60 degrees Celsius, which should be their ideal temperature. Oh, hold on. Now, what you do is you put the plants specifically near the vent. There we go. Hello, Thai guy. The sun is 1,000,000 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's definitely more than 80 degrees Celsius, lol. I mean, you may say that, and, like, science may say that, but have you considered that I'm not a man of science? I'm a man of vibes. There we go. I mean, look how fast these plants are growing. You think we're dealing with real science around these parts? How lovely. Oh, and now the smog has cleared. Oh, I got an achievement. Grow the windmill wort. Alright, lovely. The windmill wort naturally grows in volcanic soil, which is why it requires a soil temperature of 60 degrees Celsius. The bud contains air-purifying qualities, so the flower can filter its environment from dense smog. Nice, nicely done. Alright. I guess now we can probably move on out to greener pastures. And look how pretty this place is. This is a good-looking game. Is there any secrets around? Sorry, I'm a gamer. I have to always check the like random dead ends and stuff in case they had, I don't know, a skulltula or something there. Oh, I can run. That's always useful to know. Oh, a book. They do hide things in this game. Drawing from nature. Can I open it? Or is it just sitting there and looking cool? Seems like this is a sitting there and looking cool sort of thing. Okay, well. I mean, I'm more of a botanist, less of a drawing from nature sort of person anyway, so I'm not too broken up about that. Okay. Alright, well, moving on. Can't wait to grow more flowers. I guess in theory we could even grow things that are not flowers, but flowers are pretty. They're nice. And sometimes flowers turn into food. That would be nice. Okay, oh, we got a ladder. I wonder if anyone's allowed to... Oh, hello. Guess that's where we're going. I wonder if this is like that one ladder in the... What is it? It's at like the Church of the Holy Sepulchre or something, and like literally no one is allowed to move it for like literally like 1,000 years or something. Anyways, funny, cute little stuff that humanity tends to do. Silly humans. Botany Manor, home of the Green family. Indeed it is. Okay. What have we here? I'm currently busy researching. Please leave all deliveries in the gatehouse and ring the bell. Arabella. Okay. We got a key. Entrance garden. Lovely. Alright. Oh. Anyone gonna open up for me? No? Alright, perhaps this key is utilized elsewhere. We got a traditional key puzzle. It's like a normal video game now. Alright, there we go. Key unlocks the door. Or gate, technically. Classic stuff, classic stuff. And now look, and behold my estates. 'Tis it not truly glorious? Okay. Oh, orchard. Alright, it is locked. Oh, I have gotten an achievement for shaking a locked door. Typically when games have those sorts of achievements, it's either a really good or really bad sign. Because it either means, oh, look at that cute attention to detail. Wow, they even gave me an achievement for this stupid little thing. Or it means, oh, that's what all they have to give me achievements for? This ain't gonna be good. Hello, Sparking Sparks. Oh, yeah, that'll do that for you. The 1.25 speed, I'm sorry, but I don't exist at 1.25 speed. That's... I can sympathize, though. I watch most things on, like, ×2 speed, typically, so... Sometimes it can be a bit disconcerting to watch a stream and it's actually, like, at the speed people actually exist at. I wonder, someone should do, like, a study of, like, watching, like, or listening to double-speeded media. Yeah, what effect that has on the brain, I wonder. Like, it's got to do something. Like, it might be good. It might be detrimental, though. Who knows? Who can say for sure? Other than the scientists, which, of course, I'm pleading with you. Do the research. Okay. Alright, new plants. I guess. What have we got here? Or we don't have? Alright, that's the seeds inventory. So I guess, oh, okay, so I'm going to always have access to that, the wart flower. The windmill wart. Presumably, and then I'll have to use it for puzzle solving later. Oh, that's neat. That is neat. Okay. Alright, is that the flower we need to be making here? I wonder. Maybe, maybe not. Can't quite tell what it is. Oh, hello. Probably worsens attention spans, which would help with understand people who talk super fast. Yeah, probably. Oh, okay. Copgood Household, July 1890. My dearest Arabella, I hope this letter finds you well. As you set off for London on your important trip, the thought of you in the bustling city, working on your ambitions, both excites and worries me. Time has indeed passed, and yet your determination for your field remains inspiring to me. I never imagined all those years ago that we would be writing to each other in our 5th decade about such endeavors. I look forward to hearing about your progress, and, of course, let me know how I can be of assistance upon your return. Your loving sister, Elizabeth. Well, thank you, Elizabeth. Okay, what is my name again? Arabella, right. Alright. It's not every... We got a unique character in this game. It's not every game where you're playing as a woman in her, like, 50s at least. It's neat. Neat stuff. Okay. So I'm not sure I can do much. I mean, I guess I could plant this and then put the seed in. And then that's going to be some windmill wart, but... I'm not sure that's really helpful in this particular moment in time. Hello, duck. I'm inspecting the duck. It has passed my inspection. Okay. Hello, door. 2 survivors of adversity. Okay, so we're gonna have like some hardy plants in here. What have we got here? Alright, we got the Fulguria. I came across the Fulguria when I was caught in a terrible thunderstorm. I'm interested to learn more about its growth requirements. Okay. There's the ash plume. This might be a tough case to crack. Okay. And loads of clues. Alright. Wow. That's a lot of clues there. Okay. The clues are expanding exponentially. Alright, so where are these flowers? Hold on, it actually said so in the book, didn't it? I haven't filled in all the right clues for this plant. This is in the Grand Staircase, the Fulguria. And the ash plume is at the Rose Garden. Alright, well, there's Is this the plant in question? It's kind of massive. I'd be kind of concerned about the structural stability of my home, actually. Okay. Oh, hello. Lady Arabella Green, I'm pleased to let you know that your family tree is complete. Carefully tracing the history of your lineage, as per your request, I have altered the customary presentation, now displaying the maiden names of the ladies in your family rather than their current names acquired through marriage. Should you require any further adjustments or have additional inquiries, I remain at your service. Yours, Robert Hinchley, genealogist. All right. Good to know. Thanks for the work, Robert. All right. Hello, family tree. Okay, I'm not sure how this helps me with plants, but it might. We'll see. So I'm Arabella Mary Green, 1835 to, I think it's currently 1890s, but to the present. I've not died, not yet anyway. Okay. Alright. I mean, that'll probably be relevant somehow. I'm not quite certain how yet, though. Dartmoor. All the year round, home to the breathtaking sights Houndtor, Wistman's Wood, Becky Falls, the Dartmoor line. Okay, I travel by train to Dartmoor. I'm not sure I'll partake today, but sounds interesting. Oh, the kitchen. I cannot go into the kitchen. It's not time for a snack yet. Alright, That's locked as well. Yep, locked. Okay. Oh, a book. Books typically have good information in them. Pyrophilies. Pyrophilies, alright. Curiosity of the natural world. Fire has the potential to be among the most devastating forces of nature. Despite this, humans have developed the ability to invent, wield, and attempt to manage it. Meanwhile, certain species in the plant kingdom have evolved to adapt and flourish in the face of fire. In areas where forest fires occur frequently, pyrophiles have learned to rely on fire as a crucial part of their life cycle. Facts about pyrophiles. Their seeds typically possess tough shells. Some pyrophiles only bloom when surrounded by smoke aromas from their natural habitats. Okay. That's it. Their seeds typically possess tough shells, and some only bloom when they are surrounded by smoke aromas. Okay. Noted. So I reckon probably one of the plants we're going to be working on here is likely a pyrophile of some nature. Alright, Great Western Railway, Taunton to London Paddington. Issued for return journey, first class, elderly discount applied, 9th of July, 1890. Okay. So into Taunton, it would seem. Or London. Depends on where I'm coming to or going from. Or going to and coming from, rather. Oh, we got some seeds. There we go. Fulguria seeds. Great. Good stuff. That's what it looks like. Does that look hard? Potentially. We'll see. Alright, I can't actually open that door in theory, but let's look at this stuff first. Camera Experiment 1. October 5th, 1890. Or, wait, no, that would be 10th of May, 1890. Because this game takes place in Britain, I believe. I purchased a new camera and flash lamp to document my flowers. The picture looks a little blurry, though. I'll have to investigate the camera settings. Okay. Camera Experiment 3, 13th of May, 1890. The picture is so dark, impossible to see the flowers. I can't believe how quickly I have run out of that incredibly expensive flash powder. Okay. Oh, there's an actually good picture. Camera Experiment 2, 12th of May, 1890. I'm very pleased with this picture. Looks like I'm getting the hang of the camera. Alright. So I guess that's what the plants in theory should look like. Oh, what's this? Those are some, like, silhouettes of my parents. Great. Not quite sure that's a relevance to the plant, but I'll take it. What lies up here? Okay, that's a combination lock. Not quite sure I have the info to get that open yet. Alright, up here. Yeah, this plant seems to have grown too much. It's blocked by a tree. Yeah, you don't say. I think this experiment was a bit much. Alright, what's downstairs, though? Hello, hello. Ooh, oh, this is a fun little place. Sort of like laboratory or something. Okay, we got sulfur, we got potassium, magnesium, phosphor, sodium, titanium, zinc, barium, chemical disposal. So, do I, like, make fertilizers here or something, potentially? I don't have a recipe or anything to utilize yet, though, so... Oh, the art of painting in oil and fresco. Great. I don't really need to paint. I'm working on making plants grow. Why work on a dead work of art when I can work on a living one? Okay. Another chair to sit in. Oh, what's this? Botanical folk tales. Some ancient Celtic tribes practiced a coming-of-age ritual. This meant that when someone was considered old enough, it was time to prove themselves worthy of staying in the tribe. One of these rituals involved picking a flower in the woods, though not just any flower, of course. The gatherer had to find a fulguria, for this flower is known to only bloom during thunderstorms. Keeping a cool head while lightning flashes were striking left and right of you was considered the ultimate test of courage. Okay, that's curious. Only blooms during thunderstorms. That could, in theory, be linked to the fire? Because, obviously, lightning strikes are one way wildfires can happen. Though, I'd think if that were the case, it would likely state more about the fire specifically than just the thunderstorm. Arabella and Elizabeth, oh. Okay. Great. What else we got going on here? We got, oh, I can sit in the chair. Don't think that'll be necessary right now. It's a nice place. But are there clues? Oh, okay. Oh, here's a picture. I suppose it takes time to develop. Oh. Well, that is not the best picture I've seen. I do not know how old-timey cameras really functioned. I know it has something to do with, like, light and the like, but... Oh, I can play the harpsichord. Oh, a golden key. To the back terrace. Nice. Oh, what have we here? Lady Arabella, these past weeks I have been seeing lots of bright flashes coming from the back room of your house. It scares my cows immensely, as they think a storm must be coming. My milk production has taken a hit because of this, and if you enjoy fresh milk in your morning cup of tea, I would advise you to keep the flashes to a minimum. Farmer Charles. Okay, so my photography was annoying the neighbors, it would seem. Flash powder. Okay, empty flash powder. Okay. Bottle contains 75 grams of flash powder. Chemical composition, potassium and magnesium at a 2-to-1 ratio, which means there's 50 grams of potassium and 25 grams of magnesium. Nice. So now I can make my own. 50 grams of potassium, 25 grams of magnesium. Alright, potassium, there we go. Let's get, that should do. And then where's my magnesium? Lovely. Okay, can I... Oh, we put it in the chemical wait, no, that's how you dispose of chemicals, obviously. Let's try that again. Lovely. Now, I can bring this in here and probably fill up the flask or something. Or I put this here. Yeah, and that gives you the flash powder. So now if I were to take a picture, it would be better. Still looks just as dark to me. That's definitely what you're supposed to do. Maybe gotta close that first, and then... There we go. Now, I wasn't really photographing anything, but that's how the photograph works. And will I need to make more powder? Okay, yes, it seems I will need to manufacture more powder each time I want to take a picture. Which is fine. I don't know for what purpose I will be taking a picture, but... Now, I guess I know the process at least. Put that in. Close it up. Alright, so we'll leave that there as a reminder that that's what you use that for. Okay, I think I should be going to... What is the place I have the key for? The back terrace. Alright, now where is the back terrace? Good question. Good question. Hopefully it's nearby. Oh, okay. Was one of these rooms upstairs? Perhaps. That's the library hall. That's just closed due to a tree. Key's not really gonna help with that unless it was a keyblade machete. But this ain't Kingdom Hearts, so we don't have keyblades around here. The back terrace, lovely. Alright. Ooh, pretty. So as I'll mention it now, for any of you just joining us, we are playing Botany Manor, a newly released sort of puzzle game. I'm playing on Steam. We are currently streaming to YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, so you can watch on whatever platform you like the best. We are trying to up the followers on Twitch, so if you have a Twitch account, I would very much appreciate the follow over there. In any case, though, this terrace looks pretty nice. Oh, and you can see inside through the windows, which, I mean, that's what windows do, so I'm not really shocked, but... Okay. Flowering Plants, Great Britain by Anne Pratt. Can't I open this? Why can't I open this? Sounds like it would be useful. Flowering Plants of Great Britain. Okay, sitting down probably isn't of use at the moment. Alright, onwards. Alright, how do I get down? I'd like to go to the lower part of the terrace. Okay, we've got another plant growing area here. Don't think that's of relevance at the moment. Oh, hello. Seed log. A summary of some seeds I've gathered this year and the location I found them at. Cow parsley at the Blackdown Hills. Poppy at Cheddar Gorge. Buttercups at Steart Marshes. Ash plume at Wistman's Wood. Wood Anman at Holford Combe, Wild Thyme at Colbone Wood, and Foxglove at Ford Abbey. Ooh, an abbey. That's fun. Little abbey. They're holy seeds. Alright, ash plume. And we know about ash plumes now. Might be a tough case to crack, though. Right. Any other clues about... Oh, what have we here? Hello. My dear friend Arabella, a friend of mine visited the Americas and brought back a pair of fabulous gray squirrels. They are the latest trend in garden decoration. All of my neighbors have sent for them as well. It was a great investment, and the two squirrels have now started a big family, and my garden is full of the darling little critters. One thing I did notice is that I haven't seen a red squirrel in my garden for some time now. How odd. You must visit soon and see the squirrels for yourself. Ever yours, Grace. Oh no, the gray squirrel's like an invasive species and they're out competing the red squirrels? Are red squirrels native to England? And gray squirrels are more of an America's thing? I had no idea. Okay, the formal garden is still locked. Unfortunately. I wonder, because I'm not really an expert in botany. Are the plants that they are making these puzzles around, are they like made up plants or are they real plants? And if they are real plants, are the attributes associated with them real as well? Alright, kitchen notes. Thursday. Jimmy broke another mortar. That boy really needs to learn how to grind spices without breaking down my kitchen. Lady Arabella may not be best pleased with me asking for a new one. The last mortar took years to be sorted. She's so scatterbrained, always off on her fancy research trips. Chopping list: flour, eggs, milk, leeks, potatoes, scarce, you know, the usual. Alright. A key. To the kitchen. Okay, think I recall where the kitchen is at. Probably. Look into that. I can't... That's locked from the other side. A shortcut. One of those looping shortcuts that video games are so fond of. Okay, up we go. Back to the kitchen. Also, I'm curious, how many clues have we uncovered? We have found a lot of clues. I'm not certain. I guess one of them we're probably going to have to take a picture of. I don't quite know which or why yet, though. Okay, that is the painting room. We don't need to go there. We need to go to the kitchen. There we go. Oh, so pretty. Oh, hanging plants in the kitchen. That actually really brings the room together. Okay, what are we looking for here? Any further clues as to my plants? Oh, what have we here? Dear lady, we received your letter applying to study botany at our College of Natural Sciences, along with your enclosed drawings. Oh, wow, this is all the way from 1853. Old stuff, old stuff. We do not at present, and have never admitted women to study at the college. Botany is a serious science conducted in laboratories and lecture halls. By all means, continue to pursue your hobby tending to your garden and domestic space where it may be appreciated. Positions at the college are reserved for serious scholars whose studies will go on to be well utilized in a career of botanical experimentation. Therefore, with all politeness, we do not offer these valuable positions to amateurs that should otherwise be taken up by genuine academics. Signed, Professor John Arlingham. Man, darn sexism. A broken mortar. Okay. I wonder why it broke, specifically. Society of Historians, Southwest Group. Monthly lecture open to all society members. The history of Dartmoor. Given by our resident natural history professor. The professor will present how the moor was once covered in majestic forests and woods, how early settlers came to the area, and cleared most of the trees for pasture, using fire as their method of choice. It promises to be a fascinating story of how the moorland we know and love today came into existence. Okay, the moorland, eh? Fascinating. Oh, a book. Letter from earlier said someone named Jimmy broke the mortar. Okay. That might be relevant, or it might not, who knows. Hazel's Priceless Recipes. For home, farm, workshop, and every department of human endeavor. Roasted chestnuts. This is a simple recipe perfect to warm those cold winter nights. You can use any edible chestnuts that are easily foraged. The main difficulty with chestnuts is that they have a tough shell, but luckily they're easy to crack open with the help of fire. Simply place the nuts in a pan above the fire and wait until you hear a pop. This means that your chestnuts are nicely roasted and ready to eat. Okay, so chestnuts. So I'm assuming that's demonstrating the sort of like fire behavior that we were warned about earlier. That like maybe the fire comes and that's when the nut opens up to disperse its seeds. Interesting. I don't think we're trying to grow chestnuts, though. Oh, it's a weight puzzle. Right, a mysterious symbol. It's the lamb of is that could be a Danish flag, but it's probably the like St. George's cross. Okay, so what are we trying to weigh here exactly? Like we can put stuff on here, obviously, but I don't know what we're countering the weight with. Maybe we could... I was gonna say maybe we can like weigh a seed, but I don't think we typically have access to seeds for such endeavors. Okay. What can we pick up around here to potentially weigh? I don't know. Maybe it's in here. To someone special. Dearest Hazel, I picked you some roses from the garden to cheer you up. When you're done with your work in the kitchen, would you like to meet up for a cup of tea in the back garden? The pond is lovely this time of year. Warm regards, Mr. Bennett. Okay. Hazel. Who's Hazel? Do I know a Hazel? Perhaps I do not. Perhaps I do. I suppose the family tree would probably tell me about that. Maybe. The ancient oaks stand tall in Wistman's wood. Covered in moss, they withstood the test of time, though none can tell the sorrows that did befell those trees in Wistman's wood. Okay. Pleasant little poem, I suppose. And another duck, a porcelain duck. Beautiful craftsmanship, but not terribly relevant, it would seem. Oh. Oh, we got another. Okay. Oh, wood. Oak logs, maple logs, cherry logs, and birch logs. Alright, that's clearly going to be relevant for something. What precisely? I know not. The smokery. Okay. What's this? Oh, is it like some sausage? Some like kielbasa or something? Interesting. Oh. I already got like fire pits there for smoking, I suppose. I mean, we could like smoke some wood, maybe. Like, take some logs, grab some oak, and maybe like toss that on the fire. Which I guess helps with the smoking. I'm not sure if I should be in like a sealed smokehouse room while it's actively smoking. And this is clearly relevant somehow. I'm not sure how yet, though. Indeed. Out we go. Yep. Okay, it's difficult to close the door behind you. There we go. Okay. Oh, what's this? Chapter 4, Home Smoking and Curing. Using the home smokery. The type of wood to use in your smokery is of great importance, though which one to pick depends entirely on your personal taste and preferences. Burning wood from different types of tree produces different smoke aromas. This is due to different chemical compositions in each type of smoke and has a great impact on the flavor of your smoked food. So in summary, choose your wood logs with care. Well, yeah, but like, what is good for what? Like, choose them with care, but what am I evaluating? Precisely. Okay, can I not access that area? Doesn't seem to be accessible. Alright, like, we got a lot of interactables here. So I think, like, it's probably almost time to start actually piecing things together instead of just kindling. Can I use this as kindling? No? Okay, oh well. Okay. How would this be relevant? No idea. How many clues have we... Oh, I don't think I've read this yet. Blessed is this kitchen, by grace and holy light. May all those who enter find comfort and respite. Or respire, maybe, actually. I'm not sure if that's a T or not. Blessed is the hearth, with laughter and with cheer. May the love shared here be held forever dear. To those who serve the Lord, who seek their sanctuary, remember the year of construction, for this, friends, is the key. Okay. Gifted by Nicholas Owen. Not sure if that's relevant, but okay, oops. How many clues are we at? We have found all but one clue, it would seem. It might be something we missed in another room, perhaps. It might be something we need to actively interact with, maybe. Did I read this? Lady Arabella. Oh yeah, the family tree, of course. Okay. Green pendulums. Are any of these names that appear again? Doesn't seem to be the case. Okay. Obviously we got this, where we can like plant plants. Oh, I guess we could bring them around, actually. Yeah, we could plant them here and then bring them elsewhere. So like, okay, let's put this in. Give me the ash plume and some water. Okay. Now, I want to see, what transpires when I bring the ash plume into the smokehouse? That could be relevant. Could be greatly relevant, perhaps. There we go. And what type of wood do we want to smoke? Here, what do we know about these plants? Alright, the ash plume might be a tough case to crack. I came across the Fulgaria when I was caught in a terrible thunderstorm. I'm interested to learn more about the growth requirements. Alright, so we don't have much with regards to location. So this is Wistman's Wood. Trees in Wistman's Wood are oaks. Which makes you think oak is probably the prime candidate for being the wood to smoke, to interact with the plants. So let's do that first, at least. It's not like we're going to run out of oak or something. We've got plenty of oak. Okay. Let's close up the door so we can get a proper smoking environment. Alright, is anything happening with the plants? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. Let us instead try the other plant and see what happens if we smoke near it. I'm not advocating for smoking, by the way. It's kind of terrible for your health and lungs, as far as I'm aware. Alright. Alright, I want to see some Fluguria. Because I could see that being the one that's activated with, like, smoke. Because it apparently is, it blooms in thunderstorms, which could be... A thunderstorm can, of course, cause a fire. Which could be the link there. Okay, there we go. Let's get some oak. Smoke it up. Oh, is that taller than it was before? Or is it that the same height Dollarloopy's was? Oh! Okay, it does grow more amidst the smoke. Okay. That's definitely worth noting. So the Flugaria, I'd say that means that the smoking book is relevant, as is the... Where is it? It wasn't the Dartmoor poster. Pyrophiles, I believe. What was the poem? Servants' Hall. Is that the tree poem? Yeah, I think so. Alright, then there's two more clues which might be associated with this. Cooking book in the kitchen, I'm not sure. Well, actually, maybe, because that's part of why I tried the smoking in the first place. And what, maybe the seed log? Let's take a look at the seed log at least. Where was the seed log again? It was in the rose garden. I don't even really remember where the rose garden was, actually. I mean, certainly not the kitchen. What's that, it's not over this way. This is like the photography area. It wouldn't be upstairs, of course. And I guess I could just put it in and see if it, like, works. Seed log. Alright, no. Fair enough, fair enough. I guess I haven't gotten it to actually grow yet, which is likely a problem. I bet there's something to do with the weights that I haven't figured out yet. Why is there a thing there? Huh. Wistman's Wood. Oh, wait a minute. Wistman's Wood and the Dartmoor line. So, I don't suppose I can actually, like, see the clues from here. No? Okay. The Dartmoor line. Which actually then would imply it should be the history of Dartmoor. How the moor was once covered in majestic forests and woods. Fire. Okay. Received your letter. Well, that doesn't really seem relevant. And this is Wistman's Wood. The ancient oaks stand tall, covered in moss. They withstood time. Okay. Let's get weighing some stuff. Because, like, this must mean something. I'm not sure what we're trying to achieve here. I guess there's, like, going to be a certain weight, probably, that we need to have here. But I don't know what we're trying to weigh in the first instance. Exactly. Like, what are we balancing this against? Wait, so that's connected to, like, some gears in the wall? What's on the other side of this wall? Do I know what's on the other side of this wall? Good question. Not really, no. And there's apparently still one more clue we haven't yet found at all, right? Yeah. Which I'm assuming might be something to do with the... It could be in the dining or the drawing room, perhaps, because they seem to be sorted, more or less based on where you find them. So let's see. Dining or drawing room? Is this the drawing room, technically? Is that what this is called? Okay. So, Taunton to London, Paddington, issued for return journey, first class. Okay, I don't think that's really all that relevant. Is this a drawing room? I don't know what a drawing room is, technically. Is it a room where you draw? Or is it a drawing room because you, like, draw the curtains open and then it's, like, is lit nicely? Have I read this? Yeah, more or less. The Phlegaria is known to bloom only during thunderstorms. Only during thunderstorms, eh? Wait a minute. Thunderstorms? Hold on. Hold up right there for a second. Maybe it's not the heat at all. It's the light. It needs, like, big flashes of light, as you would see in lightning from a thunderstorm, perhaps. And how could we recreate this? Why, with a camera, of course, and the flash associated with it. Oh, you can put it on the window. Anyways. Alright, alright. I see what's going on here. I think, hopefully. Alright, so where was the area? Sorry, this house still confuses me, layout-wise. You've never seen a streamer this excited to take a picture of a plant before, I guarantee it. There we go, plant right there. Okay. Ready, and 3, 2, 1. What did I tell you? Look at that. Alright, I've grown the Phlegaria. And now the clues should probably fall into place more so. Oh. Alright. Ulix fluguris. The fluguria only grows during thunderstorms where the flashes of lightning provide the bright light the flower needs to bloom. Because of its dangerous growing conditions, not many people have witnessed its beauty. Alright, now, what do we need? We need, here, the folklore book, because that talks about the thunderstorms. I don't think I need the Dartmoor poster necessarily. The flash powder, just everything related to this, right? Because that's how I discovered the thunderstorm thing. Seed Mog poem, not smoking, not the poem in the servants' hall, in all likelihood. The Dartmoor lecture? Not sure, maybe. Photographs, of course. I don't think it's pyrophiles. It wouldn't be... I mean, I'm certain about the other things. So in theory, we could just, like, put things in until it works. I'd rather not. Seed log is what's currently there, so it's not that. What's the Dartmoor lecture in the kitchen? We'll look into that. The Dartmoor lecture in the kitchen. I forget what exactly that was about. Is that the letter where I was, like, refused admission to university? Is that referring to, this? Or this? Applying to study. No, that's University College in London. What's this? Ah, yes, the history of Dartmoor. Early settlers. I don't think this is relevant. Monthly lecture open to all society members. I mean, it should be pretty obvious, right? It's not going to be the poem in all likelihood. I doubt it's the cooking book. Could be the Dartmoor poster, perhaps? The Dartmoor poster. Just to be clear, we do have all of the, are there any clues we're missing at this stage? We are missing one clue. It's plausible that that's what it is, whatever the clue is. Okay. Anyway, well... I guess we can focus on the other plant now. The ash plume, which certainly is going to have something to do with the, travel, Dartmoor, all year round. This is going to have something to do with the smoking room, certainly. Now, the question is, what exactly? Like, I bet I need to smoke this properly. I guess I just need to figure out what wood to use. It doesn't seem to be oak. So this is all about oaks, right? Ancient oaks stand tall. What other things are mentioned? So here, Dartmoor. It was once covered in majestic forests and woods. Settlers came to the area, cleared most of the trees for pasture, using fire as a method of choice. I mean, just the moorland in general. There's the chestnuts, but I don't think this has any mention of wood specifically. And there's this whole thing, which we still haven't worked out exactly what it's for. Do I need to figure out how much a sheep holding a banner would weigh? And then put that much here? Is that what's going on? That seems unlikely to me, but... it's one way of looking at things. Okay, Dartmoor, all year round. The Dartmoor line. Houndtor, Wistman's Wood, Becky Falls. Home to breathtaking sights. The Dartmoor line. And obviously Dartmoor has something to do with what's going on here. Also, what? What is this tree about? Hold on, what would happen? Suppose I were to take a pot and put some soil in it, and bring this pot and place it beneath the tree. Not much, it would seem. Okay. Indeed. What was this book about? Pyrophiles. Their seeds typically possess tough shells. Some pyrophiles only bloom when surrounded by smoke aromas from their natural habitats. Which, I mean, if it's from Dartmoor, Where's my, like, travel log? Because I had a travel log, didn't I? I went to Taunton. Where'd I get this seed from? That seems relevant to me. Because then I can, like, look up what sort of trees grow where I acquired the seed from. And then I can make sure I burn the correct type of lumber. It's not going to be the... We already have the Phlegaria mostly figured out. I don't think that's relevant. Was it upstairs? Because there was like a log where like I traveled to like a bunch of places and got seeds from there. But I don't recall where exactly the log was. Anyone in the chat remember where that log was? Because I think that'll be the key to cracking this seed open. I mean, there's only so many rooms it could be. Oh, is this? Find you well? No. Okay. Because this was just when I went to London, I believe. So that's not helpful. It must be this way, right? We don't tend to go over here all that often. Okay, well, it's not on the top part, at least, because there's basically nothing on the top part. Is this it? Ah, seed log, there we go. So I got the ash plume and Wistman's wood. Wistman's wood is where I got it from. Okay. So, not Dartmouth, but Wistman's wood, rather. Now, the interesting thing there is I believe that's the one, right? Over here. Right, this is the poem about Wistman's wood, is it not? Yeah, Wistman's wood, which mentions the oaks, so it must be oak. But I'm pretty sure we've already tried oak, is the thing. Right, oak, maple, cherry, birch. Like, oak must be correct, but... but we've already done this, haven't we? It didn't really do anything. I did water this specimen, right? Like, you're watered, correct? I guess I could try watering it to, like, ensure that it actually has been watered. Because I guess if it didn't get water, then it wouldn't grow. Oh, wait a minute. What if I put it here? Oh. Okay, there we go. All right, because it was a seed before. We had to put it here, and now it's actually grown into a proper little, like, seedling. Because we had to, like, crack open the seed. Now, if we smoke it... Hello, Jacob. Welcome to the stream. We're just doing some high-intensity botany around here. Now we can smoke it. I might need to water it first, but... Oh, no I don't! Lovely, lovely. Okay. Phoenix of the forest. Alright, so now we can pretty easily get the clues put in here. Lilium vivificum. The ash plume is a pyrophile evolved to survive harsh forest fires. Its seed cracks open with extreme heat, and afterwards the oak smoke from its habitat indicates it's safe to bloom. And that makes actually a lot of sense. Like, the fire comes through, triggers for the seed to open up, now the seedling stuff is, like, safe, and now it can bloom with the smoke. Alright. Actually a pretty good strategy, because in theory, after forest fires happen, that means, like, a lot of the underbrush, a lot of the things you'd be competing with have been cleared out. Okay. So this is a pyrophile. It is... The smoking book helps us. The cooking book helps. The Dartmoor lecture? Yeah, fire. The poem from the Servant's Hall? Certainly. And then... What else? Dartmoor poster? Perhaps. And then there's, like, one more thing. The seed log. Yeah, we used the seed log. Okay. Very nice. So that's that. Now, the only issue here is, so we've grown both of the plants. We know how they work. What was that? Gatehouse delivery. I guess we should go look at the gatehouse? Oh, but hold on. We're still missing a clue. We didn't find a clue in the drawing room. Right. I think the drawing room is where, like, the photography stuff was. So let's go to the drawing room just so we, like, actually have this, like, properly completed. Yeah. So here, let's just, did I miss examining anything in the drawing room? I assume this is the drawing room, is it not? How do I check the map? Library hall. Okay, so the drawing room is room 7? So yeah, I believe that's the room I'm in currently. Alright, so there should be something in here I can examine, which will give me, like, the last clue I technically need. It's not this chair. Alright, it's not giving me any of the sofas or the like. I did look at this, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, the powder. I'm aware of the powder. Like, I don't know what I'm missing. Like, obviously, I know what happened. Oh, okay, I never saw this. Your new lumen photographing flash lamp. Fill the container with flash powder, close the container. Okay. So that was just the instructions for the flash powder, but now that, I bet, is the last clue I needed, technically. It's not the seed log, it is the flash lamp manual, of course. There we go. Alright, so now that my book is complete from this stuff, I am feeling very good about going and grabbing my gatehouse delivery. Alright, gatehouse delivery, where art thou? This way, perhaps? No, that's the orchard. The gatehouse is over here, right? Like beyond the front area? Or maybe I need to approach it from the other side. This is where I started. That's not helpful. Plants I can deal with. Walking around my own property? That's too much. That's a bridge too far, mate. Okay, there we go. There's the gatehouse. Oh! The orchard. Alright, I suppose that is my gatehouse delivery. Alright, let's go to the orchard. We're investigating trees now. We're expanding our horizons. We're not a simple botanist that deals in merely flowering plants. We are a serious botanist. We also deal in trees. Ooh. Peculiar petals. Well, well, well. Ooh. They're fruiting trees. How lovely. So that's... Can you have an orchard? Is an orchard specifically fruiting trees, or is it just any collection of trees, technically? I'm not sure. Dear niece, I've gathered a selection of my cherished toys and books, among them my beloved Piggy. I highly recommend the nursery rhymes. They are charming as well as educational, though I'll take no offense should they put your little one straight to sleep. With all my affections, Auntie Arabella. Okay. The Wolf Glove. High on the mountain tops, so steep, grows a flower that's hard to keep, its petals delicate and bright, whistling in the wind with all their might. The mountaineers who climb up high listen for the whistles as they try to find their way amidst the snow and reach the summit, cheeks aglow. With every step they hear it loud, the wolf-gloves howl clear and proud, guiding them through paths unknown to reach the summit and call it home. Okay. So it makes noise. And it seems to be in a cold environment is where it grows. Okay, hello. So we have some seed inventory. Do we know yet what plants we'll be dealing with here? The pixie tears. This flower is closely associated with orchards. I wonder why. Alright, the location of that plant is in the orchard. The wolf glove, which is in the orangery. This small flower has long tubular petals. How interesting. Alright, so just 2 flowers again? That seems manageable. Alright, let's find those seeds, though, so we can start our experimentation. Ooh, this is a nice little place. Hello. The Heritage Orchard and Preservation of Endangered Apple Varieties. Okay. The honest question, should we feel bad about, like... Because, like, most, like, varieties of, like, fruits and stuff, like, we basically made by, selective breeding. So do we have any moral... Like, I would think... It seems that if they go extinct, it should almost more of like a, I brought you into this world, I can take you out of it sort of situation. Not that we want anything to go extinct necessarily, but if we created the biodiversity in the first place, then surely we aren't leaving the world any worse off if we allow the biodiversity to go away, if we were the ones who created it. Anyways, cider making and apple blending. Sugar, tannins, and acid values given per single apple. Okay, that seems relevant, probably. Lots of apples. Okay, we got a cider apples, a collection of different types of apples. Man, I wish apples in real life looked this interesting. Although I probably wouldn't eat the lumpy one. Like, and it's probably fine, but I don't know. That's not my style. Okay, that's a press, of course. So we can press some apples into... Okay, I already know exactly what's going to happen here. One of the plants is known to grow in orchards. So, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put the plant there and juice some apples onto it. But we've got to figure out specifically what types of apples it likes to grow near. I'm like 90% sure that's what's going to happen. Okay, what's through this way? Oh, hello. Specimen, red Compion? Okay. Microscope slide. The foxglove. Okay. Not quite sure how that's relevant. Tincture of iodine. Perfect for preparing microscope slides. Okay. Oh, loads of microscope slides. We got the primrose, we got hyacinth, we got spring dance shrub, pixie tears, bluebell, and, of course, cradle fern. Now, curiously, this one doesn't have any green in it, the pixie tears. I wonder why. Alright, chloroplasts. In the world of plants, the sun is the ultimate source of energy. Chloroplasts, small organelles inside the cells of a plant, are responsible for capturing the light from the sun and converting it into sugar through photosynthesis. However, not all plants have chloroplasts. Some plants rely on organic matter for their energy and do not photosynthesize. They have lost their chloroplasts over time and have instead adapted to obtain energy by absorbing sugars through their roots. It is therefore recommended to add a certain amount of sugar to the soil when cultivating these particular plants. Okay, so that's going to be... And I believe this is going to match up with what we saw earlier, but the pixie tears, I bet that's the one that dwells in orchards, so we're going to need to add sugar to the soil by way of juicing apples. Okay. Lady Arabella, thank you for inviting me to Botany Manor last Monday. As a historian, I found it wonderful to see an authentic medieval manor, especially one as beautiful as yours. I apologize again for not being able to locate the priest hole in your house, although I am convinced it exists, and we will find it one day. The priest hole? It won't be easy. They tend to be hidden well, and sometimes require elaborate mechanisms to be opened. Kind regards, Professor Pennyworth. A priest hole. A hole where priests are. An illustrated history of England for scholars, advanced classes, and The Discerning Reader by A&E Strickland. Priest holes. Oh, well, now I guess we're going to figure out what a priest hole is. Back in the Middle Ages, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth, all Catholics were persecuted by law. Therefore, some households built secret rooms in case they needed to hide a priest that was visiting their family home. Many of these so-called priest holes were designed and built by Nicholas Owen. Only the owner of the house and Nicholas himself knew about the location. Because of this, it is thought that there may be many undiscovered priest holes throughout England to this day. Owen. We've seen that name somewhere before. I don't recall where exactly, but I'm certain I've seen an Owen elsewhere. Okay. Oh, what's this? An orchard mosaic. Okay. Looks pleasant enough. Alright. Ooh, what have we here? Letter. Dearest Arabella, how are you getting on in your garden? I hope it's not getting to be too much for you on your own these days. Our mutual friend mentioned you have been struggling to germinate the ash plume. Have you tried making sure there is fresh compost in the pot? Stubborn seeds often need that to grow. I'll visit you sometime and perhaps I can find a way to crack the seed for you. I can show you the book I've been working on at the same time. Yours sincerely, Charles Tucker, Esquire. Okay. Oh, what's in here? Notes on soil additives. Sometimes I need to add extra nutrition to the soil. I have found the following amounts to work best with my different pots. So, okay, lots of different grams. All right. That looks like it's like the standard pot we use, so 97 grams. We'll remember that. 97 grams. Chat, remember that for me. 97 grams. Pixie Tears. That's just the one I was hoping to see. Alright. Let's get growing then. Alright. Let's get to work. So, first things first, we plant the Pixie Tear in the pots. Now, we'll give it some water, why not? Alright, it's white, which makes sense because it does not photosynthesize, as we expected. Now, so this is 97 grams we want to put in here. We need to figure out the sugar content of the apples. So, okay, none of them add up exactly to 97. So obviously the Merlin's Mist is a decent one because it does end in a 7. Alright, and if we do 40-40 from the Knobby Russet, that gets us up to 80. At that point, we would need to get 17 more. There isn't a way to add a clean 17 more. Okay, what if we did 40, 35? That brings us up to 75. At that point, to get up to 97, we would need, what, 22 grams? Which the Lord Peckover would do. So we want a Knobby Russet, a Pit Maston Pine, and a Lord Peckover. A Knobby Russet, that's a Knobby Russet for certain. Then we need a Pitmaston Pine. So that's like the spotty looking one. Is this a Pitmaston Pine? Looks like it. And we will require a, it was what? It was a Knightston Black. Or, wait, that's a Kingston Black. How do we read this again? No, we know what the Lord Peckover, right? Yeah, Lord Peckover. Because we're doing Knobby Russets. Wait, are we doing the Pine? No, we're doing the Kingston Black, are we not? To get to 75. And then from there, 75 plus 22 gets us to 97. Okay, so actually, forget the Pitmaston Pine. We need the Kingston Black. Okay. What does Kingston Black look like? It's the red one with the yellowish spots. There we go. Alright, forget you. Now, we're finishing it off with the Lord Peckover. Is this the Lord Peckover? Looks like it. I don't see what... Oh, hold on. No. That is a Seymour's Delight. No, it is not my delight. It is a Seymour's Delight. We want Because the Lord Peckover is inverted. Relative. Yeah, the Lord Peckover has like the red stripe in the middle. Like so. There we go. That was almost close. Okay, now where did I put my plants? There you are. Okay, so now I place you here. And this should work wonderfully. Very nice. I think I'm really starting to get the hang of this game. Oh, and even butterflies are coming? Wow. Okay, do we have... We might even have enough stuff to fill in the clues. The Orcalis phasma. The pixie tears no longer contains chloroplasts, which are organelles responsible for photosynthesis. Instead, the pixie tears obtain sugar through their roots, which it commonly finds in the apples from orchards. Alright, so cider apples, apple blending, the chloroplast book, the microscope slides were helpful, and so was cider apples. Hold on. Hold on. I've got pot notes twice? Okay, apple blender. Why do I have pot notes so many times? Need apple blending, give me the cider apples, give me chloroplasts, and give me the microscope slides. There we go. Yeah, the pot notes were not the main thing helping there. Alright. Pixie tears figured out. Now, I guess we'll need to figure out where the other plant in this area is, as I've not even slightly found anything regarding it just yet. Up we go. Is it over here? We have a place to grow plants. I don't see the seeds around yet, but we'll find them. Oh. Oh, that's no good. My home is damaged. Oh, what's this? Lady Arabella, as you can see, the staircase of the orangery collapsed in your absence. I have already written to the builder in the hope he wants to sort it out, though as you know, he can be difficult to pin down. I do apologize if this is getting in the way of your research. I don't suppose you could find another way into the bottom level. Okay, I mean, I'll try. Alright, what's this key for? The planting room. Alright, thanks. Ooh, what have we here? Dearest Arabelle, we made it to the Alps. We are so sad that you couldn't join us this time, but we understand you are busy creating your herbarium. Yesterday, we were lost on a hike until suddenly we heard a strange whistling tune. We followed the sound, and soon enough we discovered it was coming from a tiny flower. If only you had been there to tell us what kind of flower it was. Your loving friend, always, Natty. To Arabella Green, Botany Manor, Somerset. From Natty Golding. Okay. Natty Golding. Thank you. Oh, can scoop soil from here. Where are we? Wait a minute. Isn't this... This is the terrace, isn't it? Oh, neat. We found a shortcut. Lovely. Okay, so I gotta get to the bottom level of the orangium. Is the orangium where you grow oranges? It actually might be. It legitimately may be. I said that as a joke, but I think it is actually the case that an orangium is where you grow oranges. The formal garden. Okay, I do not have the key for the formal garden. What key do I have? Where is it useful? What's this? Is this select from the other side? Of course it is. Have I read this? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Navigation is the true challenge in this game, it would seem. Maybe I gotta find a way down into the orangium, is the thing. Maybe the path is like back this way. That would make some amount of sense. We haven't gone this way yet, have we? Anything of note around? A notable view? Man, look at that. That's gorgeous. Alright, onwards. Oh, Nice little elevator. Oh, okay. That's as far up as we go. A broken animator. Or anometer. We can open that up. I guess we can move up further. I seem to be going down, actually. Okay, this, doesn't seem to have been terribly helpful. Alright, so we gotta get to the bottom area of the Orangium. How will we get there? What key do I have exactly? I have the... Oh, the painting room. Oh, not the planting room, the painting room. I've seen the painting room before, haven't I? It's inside, is it not? Alright, well, I guess we're taking the long way. Okay. Painting room. Where art thou? Was it upstairs? No, that's the library hall. We need a code for that. Still don't know where that code might be. Oh, that's... The painting room. There we go. Oh. A botanical painting. Lovely. Great stuff. Dear Miss Green, your research proposal on the structure of coastal plants was of quaint interest. We have no plans to fund a small project like this, but perhaps if you are set on botanical fieldwork, you might assist Professor Montague in his work on British meadow orchids. I am sure your natural aptitude for domestic duties would be much appreciated. Might I also recommend John Lindley's book, Ladies, Botany or A Familiar Introduction to the Study of the Natural System of Botany. It is an elementary book for unscientific readers, and one I have heard is a suitable amusement for ladies such as yourself, being about a mother who wishes to teach her children about plants. Respectfully, J.W. Surtees. Oh man, darn sexism. Alright, Meadow Orchids Research Team, 1862. Professor John Montague, Anne Montague, Robert Brown, Arabella Green. Okay. Flower painting in watercolor. Great. Not sure that's relevant, but thanks. Lady Arabella, I was wondering if I could join Mr. Bennet into town later this afternoon to place an order for a new kitchen scale. The one we have is rather ancient, and I'm afraid it's not suitable for measuring flour to make my delicious scones. If you could let me know your decision before the afternoon, that'd be lovely. In your service, Mrs. Patterson. Okay, notes about the scale. Good to know. Symbology, a study wherein the discerning reader will find a history of the use of religious and folklore symbols throughout the art of the world. Published by Edwards & Co. Publishing and Supply Company, Museum Street, London. Alright, we got lots of stuff. Wheel of Dharma, Star and Crescent. Basically, if you... The Angelus Day from Catholicism. Interesting. What does the So it's a religious symbol. Guess that makes sense. Catholicism, that means... Okay, I bet that means that the scale puzzle is hiding the priest hole. But we still don't know what weight we need to put on the scale. Hello. My dearest Arabella, in gardens fair, you grace the scene of flower rare. Your presence beams with radiant light, a lily's charm so pure and white. Your hands like petals soft and fine, in tender touch a love divine, and in your eyes a brilliance glows, as daisies fair in spring's repose. Oh, how I long to have you near, to cherish you, my heart sincere, like roses freshly cut you'd be, the trophy of my home with glee. Yep, love poem. Appreciate the effort, but not interested. My apologies. I'm married to the plants. Okay. What? Oh, what's this? Alright, we got the manor, of course. I mean, we already know about the maps of the manor, more or less. Not sure this is necessarily necessary. Also, technically speaking, I know I said it's like a medieval manor. 1593, I'm pretty sure, is past the point in time most people would consider being the medieval era of Europe. Pretty sure about that. At that point, you're like well into the Renaissance and Enlightenment and the like. Okay. Alright, so I'm thinking we gotta probably figure out something with the priest hole. The question is, what? Let's go back to the orchard. I want to read that document regarding priest holes. And perhaps that will maybe the weight required to open up the priest hole is hidden within the documents. I cannot jump. I'm an old lady. I cannot jump. Okay, okay, that's a letter. Alright, priest holes. Where did I find the priest holes comments? It was over here, right? Thank you. Apologize again for not being able to locate the priest hole in your house. Tend to be elaborate. Last Monday. Priest holes. Back in the Middle Ages, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, all Catholics were persecuted by law. Therefore, some households built secret rooms in case they needed to hide a priest that was visiting their family home. Many of these so-called priest holes were designed and built by Nicholas Owen. Hold on a second. Nicholas Owen. Oh, okay, hold on. The priest hole would have been part of the initial construction of the home. Therefore, I bet the secret to the priest hole lies somewhere among the plans for the home. That would make sense to me. So if we go back over to the painting room, hello. Okay, where's the kitchen? Can I zoom in? Kitchen, pantry, of course. Constructed in 1593. I wonder, maybe that's what we need to do. We need 1593 weight. 1593. Chat, remember that for me. 1593. Wait, hold on. This is the wrong way. Kitchen is this way. 1593. Okay, so if we want to do that, I'm going to start off by just like spelling it out. So 1, 5, 9, 3. What did I tell you, chat? What did I tell you? I've found the priest hole. Ooh. Quite nice construction for such a, like, secretive place. I'm glad the torches are still burning. That's great. Great stuff. Okay. And this would be where the priest would sit. Ooh, a duck. Hello, duck. My lord Greon, thou hast ventured mightily in granting me refuge within these walls, and for such a... I guess that's green, but just spelled weird, probably. And for such favor, I remain eternally indebted to thee. The cunning of Little John in his establishment of this sanctuary doth inspire awe. A saint he is to our brethren and sisters who have sought refuge from the harsh rule of Queen Elizabeth and King James. Pray and extend my gratitude unto thy cook for the sustenance provided, a welcome respite from Brother Michael's oft-repeated fare of leeks and potatoes. With the most earnest of thanks, I entreat that this missive shall not mark our final communion, and that our faith may endure unbroken. Yours with devotion, R. Blount. Well, sounds like he was enjoying his accommodations quite thoroughly. Okay. And this, though, will lead to... Yes, the... Oh, and there's the seal again for the priest hole. There we go. We got our wolf glove seeds. Nice. Finally. Alright, this small flower has long tubular petals. Of course it does. Any other clues to find here? 30th of July, 1862. Today marks the beginning of an intriguing adventure as I joined Professor John Montague, his wife Anne Montague, and fellow botanist Robert Brown on our field trip to study British meadow orchids. Everyone's enthusiasm for the subject is infectious. 3rd of August, 1862. Today Professor Montague gathered all of us to examine a southern marsh orchid. Orchid and orchard are too close together. Why did they make the orchid chapter the same as the orchard chapter? Though upon arrival I noticed it had a much more hooded appearance and could be a new species entirely. When I pointed this out, Professor Montague laughed and explained he was simply testing us. Was he, though? Well, I mean, he might have been. He might have been kind of incompetent. Oh, what have we here? Ben Nevis. Fort William, Scotland. Mount Ventoux. Souvenir from the Alpine. Mont Blanc. Which is just Mont Blanc. No further explanation required. Jaeger. Grindelwald. Lot Brunton. Okay. The Crystal Palace for the Great Exhibition in London of 1851. Steer, Son and Co. 58 to 61. St. Paul's, London. Okay, those are probably relevant. Shows, I guess, where I've been, possibly. There, I fixed my stairs. Oh, even more coins. Tour Eiffel, Paris. Souvenir de Mont, Ascension, Tour Eiffel, Paris. Matterhorn, First Summit, 1865. Edward Wimper. Weisshorn, Switzerland. Gran Paradiso, Italia, from 1885. Innsbruck, Österreich. Innsbruck, okay. Lady Mountaineers Club, first outing, 1858. Alright. Did I go mountaineering? Is that what happened? All correspondence to the above address. The Society for Botanical Science meets every second and fourth Wednesday from 6 o'clock at the Assembly Room in Stroud. A prospective applicant must be supported by 3 existing gentlemen of the Society, along with evidence or research showing his dedication to the advancement of science of botany. Widows of existing fellows receive honorary membership to attend annual social events. This month's lecture is on the importance of laboratory investigation. And there's, of course, an annual book sale as well. Alright. Okay, so, how many clues have I uncovered regarding this plant? There's still 3 clues not found. The Old Tower, the Orangery, and the Orangery. I'm currently in the Orangery. What else is there to find? Good question. Good question indeed. We'll see, I suppose. It might be time to start experimenting with the plants, though, honestly. So, let's get to work. I now have the seed, so I should be able to plant it. Oh, there we go. Alright. Give me some wolf glove. Alright, first thing I want to test, let's see how it interacts with wind. So we'll place this right here. Move her up. Not much. Let's move up again. Oops, no, I moved down. Whoops. Okay, move up by going this way. It's plausible we might need to go even higher. Because this is typically found in the mountains, isn't it? Alright, let's open up these doors. What do you think? Nothing so far. Alright, we'll go up even higher. Level 3, eh? And the wind is starting to get pretty fierce. Maybe level 4 will do the trick. I mean... Alright, level 5 perhaps? Can I go? I cannot go any higher. Alright, this doesn't seem to have helped any. Okay, interesting. I might need to let the plant mature. Oops, before that will actually do anything. That is a possibility, of course. Okay, what else might we want to do with this plant? What could be helpful? Okay, well, I've opened all the windows of my tower. That's probably fine. Right, back to the orangery. What do we know about the wolf glove so far? Okay, old tower, orangery. There's the envelope, there's the letter about the Alps, there's the coin collection, there's microscope slides aren't about that. A religious blessing? How many clues? Hold on. So there is 7 clues here, 5 clues here. How many clues in total? We've got 10. We've got 18 clues, which is more than 7 plus 5. So some of these have nothing to do with the plants inherently. Good to know. Right, there's apparently 2 more clues in the orangery, which is this place right here, this one structure that I have not found. So I think I probably need to find the orangery clues, but I do not know where such clues would lie. And it could be something to do with, like, the medallions, maybe. What exactly? I know not. This is a very small room. It seems unlikely I would have just, like, missed stuff. Possible, though. Certainly possible. And then there's the old tower. I mean, the old tower clue definitely has to be something to do with the plants. I would imagine, because that's like the only thing in there. Got hangers. Not super relevant. I mean, is this area technically still part of the orangery over here as well? Maybe it could be. Oh, I haven't looked at this. Tower wind research. Wind speed of 35 feet per second on the 3rd floor. Wind speed of 50 feet per second on the 2nd floor. 45 feet per second on the 4th floor. 20 feet per second on the 1st floor. 40 feet per second on the 4th. 25 on the 5th. Somehow my anemometer broke. I hope there isn't a poltergeist in the tower after all. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. So I was just opening literally all of the windows. But it would seem to me that actually you gotta, like, be specific at what windows you're supposed to open. Okay. Okay. What's this? The Mountaineer's Guide to Alpine Exploration. Wind speed and pressure in the Alps by location. Be sure to wear the correct gear when climbing. The winds in the Alps can be fierce and Changeable. It is advised to wear thick, warm clothing and sturdy boots with a good grip. Okay. So alright, we actually saw like all of these. We got to figure out where this plant comes from. What mountain is it from? Do we have that info yet? Maybe. Hold on. Okay, wait. So I believe I found the plants on this particular expedition, right? The adventure we went to... Where did we go to on this? 30th of July, 1862. Does one of the medallions... Because a lot of these are dated. So one of them dated to the 30th of July, 1862. Okay, that's 1851, but that's just the Crystal Palace. Right, maybe these medallions over here. No, that's just Paris. Matterhorn. With Edward Whymper. Switzerland. Italia. 1885 at Gran Paradiso. Innsbruck. Okay, hold on. Who was I with? Was I with... I was with Professor John Montague and Robert Brown. And the medallions must mean something. Alright, 2nd and 4th Wednesday, 6 o'clock. And this doesn't really seem relevant. Lady Montague, or Lady Mountaineer Club, first outing 1858. 1858. Let me look at what clues we have uncovered. So there's the Alpine weather. There's the envelope with a stamp. Letter about Alps. Hold on. Letter about the Alps. That could be what we need. The letter about the Alps. I believe, is it this one? No, that's just about the stairs. Is it this one? Dear Sarah, we made it to the Alps. We are so sad that... Okay, hold on. Yes, okay. So you're in the Alps. We are so sad that you couldn't join us this time, but we understand you are busy creating your herbarium. Yesterday, we were lost on a hike until suddenly we heard a strange whistling tune. We followed the sound, and soon enough we discovered it. It was coming from a tiny flower. If only you had been there to tell us what kind of flower it was. Your loving friend, Natty. Okay, so Natty found the flower in the Alps. I see. Okay, Natty found the flower in the Alps. Gotcha. When was Natty at the Alps? And when she was at the Alps, which Alps was she at specifically? Could this be 1858, the Lady Mountaineer Club? They went to the Alps. Okay, 1858. And in 1858, they went, so that's the Matterhorn, 1865. It was one of these medallions, 1858. 1885 for Grand Paradiso. Scotland, Mount Vinto, Mont Blanc, Aiguer. 1851 for the Crystal Expedition. Or not even expedition, that's an exhibition. Very different things. Steer, Son & Co., 58 to 61. St. Paul's, London. That doesn't really seem relevant. Oh, I thought I was onto something. 1858. I feel like we're right on the edge of it. So that letter was in... So they found the flower in question on this expedition, I'm going to assume. First outing, 1858 at the Lady Mountaineer Club. But I don't know where they went specifically. They went to the Alps, but I don't think that's specific enough. I think we need to know the specific peak because, as far as I'm aware, I believe all of these mountains here listed are from the Alps. Alps by location. Yeah. I mean, a lot of these are Alps. Most of, yeah. Okay. I mean, you know the pressure, but I don't think that helps us. Alright, let's look again. So we have... Oh, hold on. The envelope itself. The envelope itself, if it has a return address, that could tell us where they were. Right? To Arabelle Green, Botany Manor, Somerset. From Natty. Okay. But look at that stamp. Alright, hold on. What stamp? Because if that stamp is associated with the peak she was climbing, then we can use that information to know where she was from. Which I believe that might be... That not Mount Ventoux, not Mont Blanc, not Eger. Okay, maybe it's on the other thing. Innsbruck, no. No. Yes, this one right here. Weisshorn, Switzerland. Weisshorn, Switzerland. Okay. Weisshorn, Switzerland is where the flower was found. Now, if we look over here, Weisshorn, Switzerland, Mount Weisshorn, has a wind speed of 40 feet per second. Now, if we want to get a wind speed of 40 feet per second in the tower, we need, okay, right here, top is going to be closed completely, bottom is going to be half open, and then third and fourth are going to be completely open. Okay. So now, where's my plants? Where'd I put you? Plants. Oh, but just make a new one. Alright, we got the wolf grove. A glove, rather. Not a grove, it's a glove. Two different things. A glove tends to be one plant, a grove tends to be a lot. Okay, so. We move up. This should be half open. So let's close one of these. Up. This one is going to be completely closed, I believe. Up we go. Then the next two we're going to leave completely open. And the top should be entirely closed. And now, we should be... This should be the correct environment, unless I had something wrong. There we go! Alright, and now I've grown the wolf glove. Alright, the small flower has long tubular petals. The wolf glove grows in Mount Weisshorn, where the weather is just right. When the wind hits its tubular petals, a howling sound can be heard. Mountaineers are familiar with this flower and use it to navigate on foggy days. The Campanula melodia. Alright, and the clues that got us there, it was the letter about the Alps, it was the envelope with the stamp, it was the coin collection, it was the wind research, it was the alpine weather, it was it the nursery rhyme? I think it was the nursery rhyme as well, and... Hold on. Am I missing a clue still? Alright, I'm missing a clue in the old tower, apparently? Hold on. Like, I've looked at this. Yes, it's a broken anomaly. Man, I always... This happened last time, too. I solved everything, and then I realized, oh, wait, I didn't show my work, technically. It's like school all over again. Dang it. I'd like to actually find the, like, specific clue that I'm supposed to know about. And there's not that many interactable objects in here, so it shouldn't be difficult. So, old tower, is it outside? No. Alright, maybe it's, like, all the way at the top or something? I'll look around, I guess. I mean, if we can't find it, then that's not the end of the world or anything. Like, we've progressed the game. I just would like to technically have this last clue written down in my book. Alright, this is as high as you go. What am I supposed to know about here? Like, last time it was, like, some stupid little, documents that I just didn't see. Oh, it's an anomaly, or whatever this is called. An animator. Well, anyways, while we're going down here, I might as well mention, because it's been a while, just so y'all know, we are currently streaming on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, so you can watch wherever you like to stream stuff. Yeah, we are trying to get up the Twitch follow account, so if you have a Twitch account, even if you like watching on YouTube, a follow would be much appreciated. But, yeah, I'm not... Oh, no, I'm not trying to go up. This thing is kind of confusing somewhat. What? Okay. I mean, I guess maybe I'll just have to deal with not having the book fully filled out. It would be annoying, but... don't really know what else to do. Okay, we'll just move on. We'll move on. I can always come back and find that last clue later, I suppose. Alright. I should have delivery at the gatehouse, so let us get that. I thought the growth itself might be the clue, but apparently not. Alright, I wonder what will await us next. Was this here before? It was. What am I looking for here? Post box. Doesn't seem that anything arrived. Please leave all deliveries in the gatehouse and ring the bell. Alright, chat, am I stupid, or is there, like, nothing new here? Dear sister, I'm so glad to hear you have returned safely from your travels. While you were away, I changed the code. Oh, okay, it's the letter. This is actually new. I changed the code for the library door lock. Each time I visited, as I know some of grandmother's valuable items are kept in the secret vault. The new code for the door is the 3 initials of my name, to make it easy for you to remember. I hope we can meet soon. I look forward to hearing all about your adventures. Your loving sister, Elizabeth. Alright, Elizabeth's name. Her 3 initials of her name. Now the question is that going to be, like, maiden name, or is that going to be, like, current married name? Don't really know. But we'll figure this out. And this should not be one of the more difficult puzzles in the game, I imagine. Okay. Family tree, that's going to be helpful with this. Alright, so Elizabeth Ann Green. So it's either going to be E-A-G or E-A-H, depending on whether she used her maiden name or not. E-A-G, E-A... Oh, hold on a second, wait. Now, if she used her married name, then oftentimes women will make their maiden name their new middle name, in which case it would be E-G-H. We'll try that one first. I think that's probably the more likely solution of, like, here's the info, but also there's a twist. So, alright. E-G-H. Okay. We will go E-A-H. There we go. Open up. Modern methods of teaching. Okay. I wonder if those books are going to be relevant for a puzzle at some point. I guess probably. It studies locked, I assume. Yep. Alright. Thank you. Dear Lady Green, thank you kindly for the flower books you sent my daughters. To this day, they still show an interest in learning more about plants and painting. I am keen that my daughters have access to a good education, so I hope you don't mind me putting it upon you that you might be able to teach them somehow. Your dedication and knowledge seem so rare and inaccessible elsewhere for young girls like mine. I hope you will consider my proposal. Sincerest regards, Olive Campbell. Okay. Interesting. At least someone was recognizing me for my abilities there. That's nice. Nice change of pace. Botanical allies. Alright, what are we looking for here? The Nightfall. Lilium hesperides. I vaguely recall my grandmother studying the Nightfall when I was young. That seed packet in Grandma's vault. The Sapphire Gloom. Cythera Corellia. Judging by the name, I don't believe this to be an edible mushroom. Oh wow, we got 4 plants. The Cradle Fern. The past years, these ferns have drastically declined on the banks, so I feel compelled to research any changes in their environments. Alright, those are in the bedroom. These are in the study. Brook Chalice. Ranunculus condatus. My friend wrote to me about the Brook Chalice, which made me want to research them. Seed packet in the attic. Alright, lots of clues this time. Well, let's look around. Find those seeds, find those clues. The Fox and the Crow. One evening, a fox was in search of something to eat for dinner. He saw the crow sitting on a tree branch, holding a big piece of tasty cheese in her beak, so the fox came up with a plan. He walked up to the crow and complimented her shiny black feathers. The crow was suspicious of the fox and kept her beak tightly closed on the cheese. The fox kept on charming the crow, describing her as the most majestic of all birds, with a big, strong beak. Oh, what a song that beak must make! It must be the song of a queen. Please, beautiful crow, let me hear it. Flattered by the praise, the crow forgot all about her suspicion and also her dinner. So she opened her beak wide and to utter her loudest caw, and down fell the cheese straight into the fox's open mouth. Well, well, well. And that, my friends, is why you should not sing. That is the moral of the story. Okay. Alright, so that's clearly a code we gotta figure out. What's... Okay, that's just particle effects. It's not something I can interact with. What else we got going on in the library? Oh, a book. Wonders of the Night Sky. Great. Okay. Don't really see much I can do here immediately. And other than, like, potentially open this, but I don't... So we got a moon with stars. We got a fish. We got a sun, a rising or setting sun, a bird, and a rabbit. Do I have any context for these anywhere else in the game? Good question, good question. Not really. I don't think. Could be like folk tales or something. What else do we have here? We can go upstairs. There's likely going to be something of value up here. Oh, okay. The upper part of the library. Great. The Hare and the Tortoise. At midday, a hare and a tortoise took a walk together. The hare moved quickly and noticed the tortoise struggling to keep up. The hare laughed and challenged the tortoise to a race. The tortoise accepted. A course was decided and the race began. The hare immediately leapt out of sight, but then laid down to take a nap, sure that the tortoise would never catch up. The tortoise plodded slowly on, making his way towards the finish line. When the hare awoke from his nap, he opened his eyes just in time to see the tortoise slowly crawling across the finish line. The proud hare had been so sure that he would win, and underestimated the tortoise. As the tortoise crossed the finish line, he exclaimed, "Slow and steady wins the race." Well then. Okay. Alright. So, I'm thinking... Okay, the rising sun. Great. So these are clearly the books... These books clearly correspond to those buttons down below. The question is what I'm supposed to be ordering them by exactly. That I know not yet. The golden fish. One bright morning, a poor fisherman caught a shining golden fish. The fish cried, "Please let me live. I am not a fish, but a prince enchanted by a wicked spell." So the fisherman let the fish go free. When the fisherman's wife learned of this, she demanded the fish grant a wish in return for its freedom, a cottage instead of the hovel where they lived. So the fisherman returned to the shore, and the fish granted their wish. But the wife was greedy and demanded riches, a palace, and servants. All the while, the ocean became darker and the shore was black with dirt. Finally, the wife wished to be so powerful that she could grant wishes for herself. In return for this greedy request, the fish revoked all of the wishes it had granted. After that, the ocean became blue again, the shore clean, and the fishermen never saw the golden fish ever again. Interesting. Okay. Your company is respectfully solicited at a New Year's ball to be given at Somerset Hall, Thursday, 4th of January, 1860. Supper is at 6 o'clock. Good music in attendance. E. Grimes, proprietor. Okay, a New Year's ball. Sounds delightful. Alright, so now we know what the buttons are referring to, but we don't yet know how they're supposed to be ordered. How do I get in the library? I got in the library after I had completed chapter... What are we on? We're on chapter 4 now. So I got in chapter 3. I finished chapter 3, and then there should be a letter at the gatehouse, and that will tell you what the code is to the library. But no, you can't, or you shouldn't be able to access it until you finish chapter 3. Okay, so as for these, hope that helps. We got Wonders of the Night Sky, the Rising Sun, the Tortoise and the Hare, the Crow and the Fox, and the Golden Fish. The question is, how are they supposed to be sorted exactly? It's not entirely obvious, is it? And I feel like we probably should have everything we need. Like, I could just maybe sort them alphabetically? Maybe? So, like, F for Fox. W for Wonders of the Night Sky. So, F, W. What else? Over here, we've got... This is the hare, so H. So F, H, W. Rising, R. F, H, R, W. Wait, hold on. Yeah. And this is G. F, G, H, R, W. Alright, so... Fox and the Crow. H. No, G, Golden Fish. The Hare and the Tortoise. Rising Sun. That was worth a shot. It could be... Do I have authors on these other books? No. Wonders of the Night Sky. So, okay. It has to be something that I could deduce just from, like, the symbology and the titles, because I don't have any content in these other books to go off of, and I don't have authors. So it has to be something to do with the title specifically. That or maybe, hold on, 2 candles? Is it to do with the candles? There's 0 candles here. Are there more candles elsewhere? This one has 1 candle. Okay, hold on. We might be onto something here. This one has also 1 candle. Dang it. And arguably 2 if you count this one. That one has 1 candle. Okay, the candles don't seem to be relevant, unfortunately. Rising Sun. The Rising Sun. My man. The Rising Sun. Okay. How else could we sort these by? So we tried alphabetically. We could sort them by... And it can't be anything to do with the content of the story itself, because we don't have that for 2 of them. hold on. Cousin, wash your hands and accompany me. You won't find a husband at the bottom of the garden. T. I mean, this probably doesn't have anything to do with it. E. Grimes, proprietor. No. Not sure there's anywhere else I can go presently, other than the library. Really, so... I feel like I'm missing just one thing. I need to know what I'm ordering these by. That's what I need. Not sure if that's something I need to, like, find elsewhere. If, like, it's going to say, oh, by the way, you got to sort it alphabetically based on the third letter of each title. Or if it's going to be something I'm supposed to intuit based on what I already know. Let's look around and see if there's anywhere else we can go. Obviously, we can't get into the study yet. Could the card have anything to do with it? So where? Olive Campbell? Doesn't seem relevant. Modern methods of teaching? And this is the entire library hall. Like, this is the area that was unlocked. So it's got to be something to do with, like, in here, I would imagine. Modern methods of teaching. Nothing, just chairs I can sit in. Hourglass, maybe. I can look out at the garden. It's pretty pretty. Lots of paintings. I mean, it must be something to do with this. I mean, it's something to do with the books. What information? I've got the titles. That's all I really can go off of. I mean, I could have maybe sorted them by... So the hare and the tortoise. That's 5 words. I could sort them maybe by quantity of words in the title, but... The Rising Sun is 3. The issue is if any of them are tie in that regard. I'm not really sure there's anything I can do. And then there, 3. So it can't be quantity of words in the title. I'm not seeing anything about where they're at. Like 2 plants next to this one. 1 plant next to this one. Like it can't be quantity. 0 plants next to this one. Hold on. Okay. There could be something here. We got 1, 2, and 0 in terms of plants next to the stories. But this is a 2 again, so that's a tie, which implies that likely isn't the outcome needed. The books themselves laid out on the shelves. I doubt that's relevant. Mushrooms. Wonders of the night sky. And there's a 0 for plants here. Where are the other plants supposed to be? Is it possible some of the other plants are places I've been before? The vault. Okay. Study, we can't get into yet. Bedroom, I don't think we can get to yet. I haven't seen it, at least. And attic, we haven't seen. So we gotta solve this. Ooh, this is the toughest puzzle in the game yet. That's for certain. Complete collection. We got cheese. 1 evening. Oh, okay, hold on. I get it. I got it. Okay. This takes place in the evening. This is night. We have the rising sun, which obviously is going to be first. We sort them by time of day. 1 bright morning, which I think takes place after the rising sun, in theory. Over here, at midday. Oh, okay. All right. That took a bit longer than it probably should have, but I like that sort of puzzle design. It makes you feel clever once you finally get it. Okay, so we got rising sun. I didn't pay attention to which was which. Crow is in the evening, so that's going to be the second to last. I believe hare was midday. That's what makes most sense. Yeah, fish morning, hare midday, crow evening, night. There we go. To the vaults. The London Record, and Weekly Journal of Literature, Science, and Art. Lindley appointed chair of botany at University College, London, after an esteemed early career as assistant secretary to the Horticulture Society and admission as one of the youngest ever fellows to the Linnean Society. John Lindley plans to elevate the science of botany. He spoke thus in his inaugural lecture. It has been very much the fashion of late years in this country to undervalue the importance of this science and to consider it an amusement for ladies rather than an occupation for the serious thoughts of men. Lindley also challenged the Linnean classification system and proposes many changes. Okay, interesting. Oh, we got art. Sunset, 1st of May, red, orange, yellow, pink. Sunset, 22nd of May, blue, yellow, pink, orange. Sunset, 8th of July, blue, purple, pink, orange. Okay, that's probably going to be relevant at some point. That is a lot of sunsets. Sunset, 14th of October, green, blue, pink, orange. Sunset, 29th of April, purple, red, orange, yellow. There we go, nightfall seeds. Okay, we don't have much info regarding the seeds, but hopefully that'll change soon. Oh, we got a key to the study. Lovely, lovely stuff. Nightfall progress. I've been trying to encourage the nightfall to bloom for a little while now. I'm determined to prove it's more than just a myth. So far, I've deduced that the flower opens at sunset and only during a particular time of year. When exactly that occurs still remains a mystery to me. I shall plant a few more seedlings tomorrow and continue my research. Tasks for this month: monitor nightfall seedlings, rose planting list, collect field samples, seed collection. Alright, Grandma. Thanks. I will take up your work. Sunset, 25th of June, blue, purple, orange, red. 12th of September, blue, yellow, orange, red. 8th of August, blue, purple, red, orange. Okay, well, let's go to the study. That will likely hold some interesting answers, I hope. Some clues, at least. Okay. Arabella, I have more books from the department that may be of interest for your research. One, I recall, was a favorite of your father's. If you have any trouble when you visit the college, tell the secretary you are collecting materials for your uncle. So long as they are returned before summer ends, the other professors won't notice. Best of luck with your research, Uncle Theodore. All right, thank you, Theodore. Appreciate it. What's this book about? Mushroom food sources. Just like plants, fungi need food sources to grow strong and healthy. However, some fungi haven't always had access to nutrients through soil and have evolved to retrieve it in different ways. This means they have become carnivorous because they only acquire the nutrients they need by consuming other living organisms such as flies, bugs, and plants. Some mushrooms even get their nutrients from feeding on another type of fungus or parasite. Mushrooms growing on a tree is usually a sign that they are consuming the tree, so you should remove them immediately. Not always the case. Okay. I guess the carnivorous ones would not always be the case there. Okay. Meadow of Orchids of Britain, collected and researched by Professor J. Montague, assisted by R. Brown. Man, I didn't get credit in the book? Lame. My dear friend, I have been pondering these last weeks what could be the best way to see your remarkable flora reach the wider world, since it is so seldom we are able to see our work published. Considering your uncle's reputation in the scientific field, have you considered asking him to publish your herbarium under his name? It may not give you the recognition you deserve personally, but it would be a way to reach your goal of adding to the scientific record of botany. Do consider it. I would hate for such important research to stay hidden away. With warmest regards, Anne. I shouldn't have to publish under a man's name. I should be able to get it out myself. Alright. Ooh. An egg. Another 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 egg. And you won't believe this? Another egg. Alright, hello. Tree diseases, rather. Red tree pox. If a tree is infected with red tree pox, many small red spots will be visible on the bark. It can usually be cured by adding fertilizer to the soil of the tree. Hypoxylon, Hypoxylin causes black patches to form on the bark of the tree. It is usually a sign that the tree is lacking in hydration and won't stay alive for much longer. Root parasite. The root parasite is a fungus that forms purple rings on the bark and roots. The parasite leaches the nutrients that the tree retrieves from the soil. Eventually, it causes the tree to dry out and lose all of its leaves. There is currently no known cure. Bark rust. Bark rust is a disease that isn't very harmful to the tree. It is usually caused by excess hydration and too much sunlight. Okay. Learning about the tree diseases. Okay, we got some sapphire gloom. And not really seeds, I guess spores more so, I would imagine. Okay. Is that all that is of note in the study? Nice view. Not really of note, though. Alright, so we have the spores. We should probably try planting the spores and figure out what happens. And these eggs have to be relevant somehow. No idea how yet, but we'll see, I suppose. Okay. I can try planting the mushrooms. We'll see if that does anything. Wait a minute, hold on. Is this tree diseased? And if so, what is it diseased with? The fungi eat parasites. The fungus eats parasites, I bet. Okay. There we go. Water it. Alright, thank you, mushrooms. And now, we're going to put you right there. Place it there for a moment. And you are going to eat the parasites on this tree. What did I tell you? And now the tree is going to bloom. It's looking much better, and I can get up there. Lovely, lovely stuff. Okay, now I suppose we can add that to the record. The sapphire gloom is a widely misunderstood mushroom. It grows commonly on trees, and as opposed to popular belief, the mushroom consumes its parasites rather than the tree itself. And we know this because of the mushroom book. And, of course, the tree diseases. Alright, that was an easy one. That was pretty simple. Glad to be of assistance, though, to the tree. Alright, now we can go upstairs and see what's up over on the other side of this landing. Man, things are looking so much nicer in here. I will say I'm still not quite in favor of the idea of having a tree indoors like this, but whatever you want, I suppose. Okay, hello. The Trapped Fairy. Oh, that's a cute little painting. Dearest Arabella, I was taking a walk along a river in Somerset recently and noticed a sight that I just had to write to you about. In the water, I saw the brook chalice blooming. I've never seen or heard of it flowering before. None of my books mention of it. It was so beautiful. Do you have any idea what would have caused this? Ever your friend, Edith. Okay. The chalice blooming. I cannot get to the attic yet, so we'll go this way. Oh, what's this? Cradle fern. Okay, there's eggs in the cradle fern. That's interesting. That's interesting indeed. Alright, more growing materials. Clark Aquatic Weed Removal. Do you have a pond? Do you want to swim in it? Is it covered in slimy weeds? We are specialized in removing the following weeds: algae, Himalayan balsam, brook chalice, duckweed. Make an appointment today. Clark & Co. Certified Weed Removal and Agricultural Services. Okay. Interesting. Somerset Society for Wildlife Protection offers a petition to be presented to the Honourable House of Commons. In recent years, hunts have been taking place near the Somerset rivers. Tragically, this has led to the decline and even extinction of some bird species. No longer can we hear their beautiful chime-like calls. We call upon the government to regulate hunting near the rivers of Somerset. We ask that they respect the breeding times of wildlife. If you agree, please sign below and return this letter to us. No expense attends signing. Your signature, Arabella Green. Okay. I'm an activist, too. I'm a scientist, I'm an activist, I'm everything you want. The cradle fern. These are endangered, it would seem. The cradle fern. I assume that they have something to do with the eggs. The Trapped Fairy, a folktale. Written and illustrated by J.R.R. Kelly? Alright. Once upon a time, there was a little fairy who loved gazing at her own reflection in the water. She lost track of the time, and the day turned into night. Nyx, goddess of the night, noticed. The little fairy, the moon was shining bright, but the fairy only had eyes for herself. Nyx took offense and decided to punish the little fairy. Nyx placed the fairy into a nightfall and cast a spell on her. She fell in love with the moon and gazed upon the sky all night. As dawn approached and the sun arose, the spell broke, though just as the fairy awoke from her enchantment, the flower bud closed and trapped the fairy for eternity. Okay, so it's a flower that only blooms at night, it would seem. Good to know. My dear Anova, never forgotten. Oh, my poor kitty. Oh well. Dearest friend, it seems our interest in visiting the private plant collection of Lord Spencer has gone unacknowledged. While disappointing, I am not sure it is worth pursuing scientific study in such places. On my recent visit to Brinsby, the young man showing us around had barely a basic knowledge of plants, and due to there being a large group of gentlemen in the party, all useful time and erudition was devoted to them and none given to Constance and I. Let us plan another trip of our own, and perhaps we can see these specimens in their home habitats where they belong. Ever your faithful friend, Eliza. All right, thank you, Eliza. Glad you're looking out for me. Oh, that's not a seed pack. I thought it was a seed package. I got excited. Essence of Arnica flower. Witter and Co. Chemists. For sprains, strains, and joint pains. Okay, catchy. Tincture of red clover. Carmine and red clover seems to soothe hot flushes. Okay. Not sure that's relevant to plants, but sure. The washroom. Oh, we got a boiler. Oh, that's nice. Alright. That's going to need water. That's going to need to be fixed. There we go. Just doing some amateur plumbing, like you do. No, you gotta... Okay, I guess we're going this way. Ah, yeah, T, there we go. There we go. Plumbing completed. Wilson Plumbers. For all plumbing and water system needs, to Lady Arabella Green. Alright, service quote. Installation of disconnected pipes. Dear Arabella, here is our quote to repair the geyser in your bathroom. The cost might seem high, but trust us, it's a complex job best left to the professionals. Have a nice day, Frederick. Yeah, complex. Sure, it's complex. I just did it myself. DIY. A hot bath at the turn of a tap. The number 30 bath geyser provides a rapid flow of hot water. Simply turn the tap and instantly hot water will appear. Can be used multiple times in a row without any extra cost. Okay. Question though is, to what temperature do we want the water to be? Presumably this is necessary for a plant of some nature, but I don't know which one as of yet. Okay. Any further things to look into here? Did I read this? Yes, I did. Okay. Alright, that seems to do it. So what plants do we even have currently? There's the Nightfall. There's the Cradle Fern. There's the Brook Chast. And the Brook Chast is what I assume we would need the water for, so I don't think we even have that seed yet. Where is the seed supposed to be, actually? The attic. Alright, do I have access to the attic yet? Looks like I just might, but first, what's this? Dear Lady Arabella, I wanted to thank you once again for your invaluable contributions during our recent meadow orchid research expedition. Your keen observations and deep knowledge of orchids was so helpful. Your dedication to the field is an inspiration to us all. I look forward to future collaborations and continued exploration of the botanical wonders that surround us. I will put in a good word for you with The Botanical Society. Most sincere, Professor Montague. Oh, I am getting some recognition. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, got the attic key. Perfect. Just what I need. Somerset River Trust. River swimming this season. Dear members, we want to make sure you can all enjoy swimming this summer, so we have cleared the most popular rivers in Somerset of all aquatic weeds. No, not the aquatic weeds. They're pretty. The River Cam, the River Chew, and the River Summer have all been cleared of weeds thanks to the services of Clark's Aquatic Weed Removal Company. Thank you for your continued support. Thanks to your monthly donations, the rivers of Somerset are clean and weed-free. Monthly donations can be made by appointment or subscription in writing to, whatever. Official Government Health and Safety Warning, 8th of August, 1890. It has been brought to our attention that the factory of Barton Iron Works has been illegally dumping scrap metal in rivers across Somerset. These rivers are now polluted with rust, making them unsafe for swimming. Do not swim in the following rivers: River Cam, River Summer, River Chew. The River Frome was also affected by the waste, though, oddly, the river is completely clear of rust pollution. We are still researching what led to the effect. The Mayor of Somerset. Let's see, the River Frome is where they did not clear out the water, so therefore, I believe this plant must have rust-clearing properties. Good to know. Dearest Arabella, I'm writing to share with you an exciting discovery I've made in the botanical studies. As it turns out, that some plants are particularly sensitive to sound and seem to thrive when exposed to music or melodies from their natural environment. I hope to share more of my findings with you in the near future and would be delighted if you could join me in my research. Yours, sincere friend, Marianne. Thank you. Okay. Oh, rivers of Somerset. Okay. Average temperatures, this is good. The River Axe has average temperature of 10. River Parrot. We're looking for the River Frome. Average temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. Good to know. 25 degrees. Very reasonable river temperature, right? Like 30-ish is like where, like the reasonable temperature in Celsius, right? Like how, 70s is like the reasonable temperature of Fahrenheit, thereabouts. Bird calls. Okay, interpretations from nature written as easy-to-play melodies to enjoy at home. The shoveler duck, the blue heron, the shelduck, the pintail, the golden mallard, the crested owl, the silver magpie, the red-billed moonwren, the teal, and the tufted duck. Okay, I know exactly what we need to do. Exactly what we need to do here. All right. We are going to make a fern. All right. Plant that soil. I want the cradle fern. We're going to water that. Trust the process here. I know what I'm doing. I am a professional at this. All right. We place the fern right here. Great. We need to go back down and find... All right. Remember those eggs, chat. Remember those eggs. Remember them. They're like blue teal-ish with like teardrop-looking patterns on them. Seem maybe somewhat large, but I don't know. It's hard to tell because that depends on the size of the fern, obviously. Right over here, what egg looks similar? Not this one, not this one, not this one, not this one, not this one. I'd probably say this one, but we'll check them all just to be thorough. Alright, yes. It is a crested owl egg. Perfect. And now we'll go back. We gotta play the bird call for the crested owl. I am, nearly certain of it. Alright, crested owl, here we come. Which is... E, C, D, E, G, F. E, C, D, E, G, F. E, C, D... E, G, F. What did I tell you, Chad? What did I tell you? Okay. The cradle fern. Lechnum nidus. The cradle fern is used by the crested owl as a nest, and in turn the plant has grown dependent on the owl's chime-like call to grow. Alright, and we found this because of the, let's see. The bird calls, yes. Additionally, there was the government notice? I don't really... The fern painting for sure. Not weed removal. Yes, the bird eggs. Not really the fairy painting or the research or the sunset. I don't think the petition... What else did we use? Not the geyser, not the trust. What was the government notice about? Letter about melodies, perhaps? Let's take a look. What do we have here? Letter about melodies. Where was that? Okay, so this is the letter Ford. I don't think that's what it was referring to. I think it was the notice. Okay, no, that's not to do with that. This is also not. That's to do with the water thing. There was the letter about melodies. As it turns out. Okay, yeah, melodies definitely helped us. I don't know what the fifth clue is necessarily. It's possible we haven't seen it yet, I guess. Letter about melodies. And one more thing. Not the petition, not the story, not the geyser, not the trust. Not the research. Not really the letter about weeds. And certainly not these. Okay. Well, we'll fill that in later, surely. All right, now we got to go to the attic. Where is the attic? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I mean, it's got to be nearby, right? There it is. Oh, hello, Moths of England. Neat. Moths Spotting Calendar for Southwest England. Okay, interesting. The flower-growing companion, guarding curiosities, trapped moths. Sometimes a moth can become trapped inside a flower, but if it closes in the morning, or a flower bud if it closes in the morning. The moth is then forced to use the flower as a resting place until it opens again later. Some flowers only bloom for short periods during the year, so if the moth is unlucky, the flower bud won't open again until many months later. Is this real? Really? Huh. Okay. So that seems to me like that's probably the real-life explanation for that, like, fairy story. The sight of plants. Some scientists have theorized that plants have photoreceptors in their leaves and stems which allow them to see the color of light. This means that flowers can tell the time of day and know when to open or close their buds. The exact time that flowers bloom is different for each flower, but most do appear to respond to light and the color of light in some way. Horticulturists and botanists have made use of this knowledge to trick difficult flowers into blooming at any time they like. Okay, interesting. So that's probably going to have to do with the paintings. Hello, projector. My dear niece, I fear the window, not the widow, the window, may be closing for you to find a suitable husband. I have arranged a dinner for you to meet my neighbor's son, Edward. He is successful in business in London. Your cousins, William and Thomas, may well aspire to become accomplished scientists, but for you, Arabella, it is better to make yourself useful in the small duties of life, for which you will be loved and appreciated. Your studious nature will no doubt be valuable should you have a son, but it would be foolish to allow such a folly to come before the important things in life. I'm confident this is what your parents would have wanted. Dinner will be from 5 o'clock on Sunday. Remember to wear a becoming dress. Yours, very sincerely, Aunt Agnes. Okay. And thanks for looking out for me, I guess. Oh, there we go. We got the brook chalice seeds. I'll look forward to growing this, for sure. The Botanist Digest. This month, in conversation with Professor Montague, leading expert in British meadow orchids, in his words, every plant, every leaf, and every meadow holds secrets waiting to be unlocked. My aim is simply to uncover some of those mysteries. Professor John Montague, renowned botanist, sheds light on his groundbreaking work in the world of meadow orchids and other botanical wonders. The decades of research and numerous publications to his name, Professor Montague's contributions to the field have been nothing short of revolutionary, including discoveries of new species such as the Dactylorhiza, Montague, or Hood Marsh Orchid. Okay. Noted. Thank you, I suppose. We found a mallard. Nice. Alright, well, I think I know Oh, what's this? Oh, we already did this. I think I know exactly what to do with the water plant. So I guess we'll just go ahead and do that, because why not? A rusty pig. We're going to bring this with us, by the way. Just as some evidence. Some evidence. Where is the bath? Over this way? Great. Now to determine what's the ideal temperature. It was like 25 C, I think. Oh, no. Lower. There we go. I need to actually plant a flower, don't I? Where do we have some flower planting areas? Okay, right here. Give me a pot, give me some soil, give me the brook chalice. Okay, it should grow in 25 degrees Celsius water. Hopefully. If not, I might add a pig to the mix. Okay. Now give me the pig. I was gonna say, I was pretty sure that should work. And it has. Oh wow, it's so pretty. Man, they were getting rid of these weeds, they're great. Alright. Ranunculus condatus. The brook chalice prefers to grow in rivers with a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. The plant naturally filters the water from rust and metal. Unfortunately, they get removed often as most people prefer their ponds to be weed-free. And we knew this because of some various things. There was the weed removal. There was, of course, the river poster, the river trust, the bath geyser, the government notice, and was it the petition? No, hold on. It was something else. Letter about the weeds. There we go. A letter is sort of like a petition, if you think about it. Alright, so that leaves... I guess the only thing we haven't done yet is the nightfall. Okay. Let's take a look at this, then. I think the moths likely is going to be of use. This is the complete wrong area. We need to be over here. What type of moth, though? Like, there's loads of moths. And we can, like, see here the moth counter. So this is when the moths are out, typically, I guess. Okay, so we want to know when the flower is blooming. Presumably, the flower is not blooming when the moths are out, because the moths are trapped in the flower, in that case. So, let's go back to the vault and see what months, specifically, Grandma had as sunset months. Because I'm presuming she probably painted those when she saw the flower blooming. So we had May, we had July, October, April, June, September, and August. So basically all of the months. Great. Well, maybe she didn't paint that specifically. So this note is, we don't have a month, we just have a year, 1830 to 1831. I've been trying to encourage the nightfall to bloom. It opens at sunset and only during a particular time of year. When exactly that occurs still remains a mystery to me. Okay. How would we know what type of moth it traps? That's a good question. Perhaps there's a hint in the fairy painting? Maybe the fairy looks similar to the moth that gets trapped? That could be the case. Over this way, right? So where is that fairy painting? Just where is it? Is it this way? There you are. Oh yeah, those are very distinct wings, very distinct. So it's like, looks like a cow print on top and ladybugs at the bottom. What moth looks like that? Alright, the garden tiger moth looks like that. Cow print on top, ladybug on the bottom. So the garden tiger moth, when is the garden tiger moth active? The garden tiger moth is active, where is it? White hawk, lime hawk, cinnabar. Garden tiger is active in September. Is that the only time it's active? Designed and printed. Okay, that actually makes sense. All right, it's active during September because that's when the flower blooms. It only blooms during September, releasing all of the garden tiger moths into the environment. Gotcha. Okay, so now we go and see what color lights, what the sunset looks like in September. So Grandma, your vault will be helpful for that. Yeah, this way. It's September. What does the sunset look like in September? That is April. That is October. All right, June. September is blue, yellow, orange, red. Remember that, chat. Blue, yellow, orange, and red in September. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Because now we're going to have to go to the attic. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Which is this way. Yep. Blue, yellow, orange, red. And we got to make this. We open this up. We get some blue. We get some yellow. Or that's orange, technically. We get some yellow, orange, and red. We will plant the plants. Of course, like you do. It's on the other side of the hall. Okay. I want nightfall. Perfect. And now, with the right lighting, it should hopefully bloom. And go. What did I tell you, Chad? What did I tell you? Oh, it looks pretty. It reminds me of the Silent Princess from Breath of the Wild. Seeing the nightfall bloom is a rare event. The flower only blooms with September sunsets. Night pollinators active in September, such as the garden tiger, often get trapped once the bud closes for the rest of the year. Okay. And we found this out because of the fairy painting. We found it out because of the fairy story. We found it out because of the trapped moths and the site of plants and the moth calendar and the moth poster and the grandma's research and the sunset paintings and the site of plants. There we go. All right, and now, so the only thing I don't have fully filled out is this. I guess the petition was the last thing there. Great. Of course, I guess I still don't have my wolf glove fully filled out yet, but that's because I still haven't found that one last clue, actually. Yeah, still annoying me, but whatever. I'll find it eventually. All right. Oh, we got a gatehouse delivery. Let's check it out. This has been a very pleasant puzzle game so far. I think it's like just... I like the design of the puzzles here. It's, you know, not super difficult, but it's like it lets you make those leaps of logic of like, oh, and then this must be this, and therefore this. It makes you feel smart. I'd say there are two types of puzzle games in the world. There are puzzle games that make you feel smart and puzzle games that make you feel dumb. And, well, I was gonna say, that's what we say to make people feel better. But really, there are two types of puzzle gamers in the world. Those who puzzle games make you feel smart, and those who puzzle games make you feel dumb. It's a joke. It's a joke! We're going to the formal garden now. Codes diff for everyone. Tried it. Are you the person who was asking about the codes diff for everyone? I tried it. Oh, okay. Saying that. Okay. Well, there's different sorts of like things that different people are good for or good at with regards to puzzle games. Like I like this sort of approach they have of, you know, you got to like synthesize a bunch of different sort of things and be like, these go together logically because they make sense together. Obviously, there's tons of different types of puzzle games. You know, Tetris is a puzzle game too. That is a puzzle game I'm not very good at all. Let's see. Orchard. No, we're looking for the formal garden. The formal garden was like back, like actually like the interior garden area, I believe. Okay. This is not the way to the garden. See, this is the hardest part of the game, right here. Figuring out where to go in your own home. Alright, open up. Climbing up. What, am I gonna, like, plant a magic beanstalk? Okay. Seems like a nice place. Alright, what are we looking for here? Alright, the spring dance shrub, the fool's emerald, and the ocelot. It actually kind of looks like a magic beanstalk. I wonder. Alright. Oh, let's get to work. Oh. Wow, that was quick. The spring dance shrub. This flowering bush used to grow in the gardens, but have completely disappeared when I was off on my travels. Seems my staff was mildly incompetent. Oh well. We got the fool's emerald, Bryonia lucerna. A friend gifted me these seeds, so I don't know too much about them yet. They're in the side terrace. And the ocelot, a friend of mine found some seeds and was kind enough to let me use them for my herbarium. Those are apparently at the boathouse. Alright. Can I now just get to enjoy the view? It's a nice view. That is... Why do you guys make my water go away? Sheesh. Can't trust the staff to do anything right these days, can you? Alright. Let's see. What's over here? Anything of note? Ooh, we do have like a mini greenhouse. The Flower Growing Companion, an illustrated monthly journal. Tips for growing hydrangeas. Hydrangeas are beautiful flowers that contain anthracene, which is a pigment that can change color depending on the pH level of its environment. The colors can vary between red, purple, and blue. Okay. Oh, that's a neat pot. What if the different pots have different pH levels? Goodard's Garden Supplies. Catalog for purchase by postal order. New materials for garden pots. Terracotta and granite to suit all gardens. Also sandstone, marble, and obsidian to suit all gardens. Okay. That'll be relevant, certainly. Alright, we got seaweed, wood ash, guano, manure, coffee, and peat. Okay. Could, like, make our custom blend of soil now, it would seem. My sweet Hazel, are you keeping well today? Jimmy's only gone and broken the lawnmower again. If it weren't for my war injury, I wouldn't be letting him loose with the mower. He said he ran over some hard object down in the long grass near the pond. I had a brief look and couldn't see anything. Sometimes I wonder about that boy's sensibilities. Save me some of your lovely scones. Yours always, Mr. Bennett. Okay. Military codes. How is this going to be relevant? Section 4, communication. Over long distance. 1. The method of communication over long distance must be selected according to the requirements of the scenario. A. If the message contains no sensitive information or there is no enemy presence within the communication area, an open method of communication such as telegraphy may be used. B. If open communication is permissible, both receivers may still benefit from the abbreviation of message. See Plate 2 for a table of commonly used military abbreviations using telegraphy and Morse code. 2. Closed communication methods rely more upon both technology and ingenuity in the field, I guess. Okay. Alright, so guys, a bunch of abbreviations. So R is Roger, K is over, AR out, AS wait, VE verified, int say again, HH correction, BT break, KA attention, SK over and out. Over long distance, case of secrecy and obfuscation planning is required and both parties must have knowledge of the method of encryption used. Section 4.3. A brief history of long-range military communications. A. Ancient Greece, water telegraphy, and torch telegraphy. B. Ancient Rome, smoke signaling. C. 16th century beacons and pigeons. D. 18th century Murray shutter telegraph. E. 18th century radiated telegraph. 19th century Morse code. Okay. Alright, that'll be relevant for something, for sure, but as of right now, I don't have the foggiest idea of what it might be relevant for. Oh, hello, birdie! Okay. Alright, the bird likes to eat. The bird likes to sing. Interesting. I'm sure that bird will be relevant later. Let's open this up. Okay, what have we here? Anthrocyanus research. Spring dance shrub. Alright, so this is basically showing the color that the flower will turn out, or pigments, depending on the pH levels. Okay. Soil pH research. Alright. So this is saying different things have different pH levels when added to the soil depending upon the type of pot the soil is in. Alright. Not bad. And I wonder, am I like rushing through this game? Should I be like stopping and smelling the roses a bit more? Like, maybe. I don't know. Ooh, are these... I thought they were oranges for a second. Turns out they're just orange flowers. Alright. Oh, what's this? Attracting birds with color. Red flowers attract the bluefinch and the robin. Blue flowers attract the bluebird and the jay. Yellow flowers attract the blackbird, the goldfinch, and the warbler. Purple flowers attract the green woodpecker and the willow tits. Orange flowers attract the golden warbler. Just like bees, birds can pollinate flowers, but did you know that birds have a preference to pollinate flowers of certain colors? The above chart shows which color of flowers attract which birds to your garden. Okay. Interesting. Oh, what's this? A key to the boathouse, and it's a key to the boathouse. So I saw the book come up, and I forgot for a second that the book always comes up when we grab a key. Right, where's the boathouse? I don't think I've even seen the boathouse. Lots of bird attraction possibilities around here, it would seem. Mixed seeds for garden birds, prepared by Pewitt Garden, a farmstead supplies company. Highest quality, hygienically blended. Attract a host of garden birds such as bluebirds, finches, robins, and warblers with this seed prepared at the highest quality levels. Simply separate the seeds on an appropriate bird table or feeding surface and observe the delight of your feathered garden neighbors. Alright. But what do we need the birds for, precisely? That I do not yet know. Dear Mr. Bennet, thank you so much for the lovely bunch of rhubarb from your nephew's garden. He needn't have sent anything in return for the herbal poultice I gave him for his little one, but I am grateful all the same. I know he hasn't the money to fetch the doctor, since you said he cannot read a note. Please send him my thanks when you see him. Faithfully yours, Hazel. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Ooh. Dear Miss Green, I've recently heard of your involvement in the mentoring of aspiring botanists. Botany is a field that demands a thorough understanding of its complexities, and while I admire your dedication, the saying, the blind leading the blind, does come to mind. All jests aside, I do hope your endeavors in mentoring will yield some semblance of progress. Sincerely, Professor Thornton. Ugh, darn sexism. Okay, so that's the bird. We already know about the bird. Where's the boathouse? And it's probably not in the formal garden, but I don't think I've seen it. We could follow the water. Maybe that will lead to the boathouse? Perhaps? No? That's where the water comes from. Okay. Got a bit wet. This way, perhaps? I don't know, is my boathouse, like, beyond, like, the typical grounds areas? I don't think so. Because I think this just, like, leads to the gate house. And the greenhouse, which we started the game in. Okay, I've never seen the boathouse before. Where is it? Perhaps it's somewhere in the map of the building. Okay, boathouse, figure 17. So in order to get to the boathouse, we'll need to go by way of the viewpoint, which is near the rose garden. So that's along the right-hand side of the manor, it would seem. So let's see if we can make that happen. This way is blocked, of course it is. Alright, I guess we'll need to go through the interior then to get to the rose garden. That should be fine. No problems here whatsoever. This is not where we want to be. We would actually like to be over... We go, like, to the kitchen area, perhaps? Like, this way? There we go. Now, how do I get to the rose garden from here? So is this the viewing area, as was described previously? This is locked from the other side. Okay, so we gotta get there. I guess by way of the formal garden? Is this the rose garden I'm in right now? These look like roses to me. The rose 7. Yeah, this must be the rose garden. Okay, then we go this way. And it should be like a left to get to the viewing area. Oh, hello, duck. Okay, there's the viewing area. Okay, and then the boathouse is down this way. Lovely, lovely stuff. Oh, what a nice pond. Oh, hello, what is this? Spiritualism book. Dearest cousin, whilst I hold a deep fascination for the pursuit of knowledge and science, I must admit that the subject of spiritualism is not one that particularly captivates me. Therefore, I must return this book to you. However, I appreciate your efforts in sharing your interest with me. With affection, Arabella. Fair enough. I'm not particularly into spiritualism either. Inspect handle. What is this? Huh. Okay. Maybe it's part of the sprinkler system? And it's probably useful for something. I guess I'll hold on to it for now. Oh. A painting. It's not bad, not bad. The boathouse. Take me in. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that riverside property. Nice. Oh, wow, look at this. What a nice place. Okay, what are we doing now? I guess we should probably look, like, in the boathouse. Hello? Anyone home? Acorn, collect 3 tokens. Woodland card. Oh, is this like a board game? Foraging critters, game rules, game setup. Shuffle the food cards and place the stack face down in the center of the game board. Place the food tokens around the food cards on the board. Place the animals on the start tile. Players choose their animal by rolling the dice. The highest roller chooses first. Playing the game. Taking turns to roll the dice and move your animal along the woodland path. The highest roller goes first. If you land on the food tile, pick up a food card. If your animal matches the card, you can collect the tokens specified on the food card. If you land on a gray squirrel tile, it steals all of your food tokens and they must return to the board. The player who has the most food tokens in their nest at the end of the game is the winner. Woodland cards. Rabbit, wood mouse, red squirrel. Field cards, red squirrel. Animal cards, hedgehog and mole. Meadow cards, rabbit, wood mouse, and mole. Okay. Hedgehog. Hedgehogs are protected from predators by their coat of needles. They live in burrows in both field and woodland habitats. Rabbit. Rabbits live in many habitats in burrows underground. They come above ground to graze in the morning and evening. Gray squirrel. The North American gray squirrel is larger than the red squirrel, and with smaller ears, it forages for food, but can also digest some seeds straight away. Mole. Moles live underground and have poor vision. They find food and mates using their sense of smell and touch. Red squirrel. Red squirrels live in nests high up in the trees. They sometimes forage food back to the nest to keep for later. Wood mice are very small and live in woodlands, but also many other habitats, including fields, parks, meadows, and gardens. Also, am I the stupid one, or is that a typo? It must be they. They sometimes forage foods. Right. Y'all, there's a typo in the game. Fix it. Alright, how weeds spread. Weeds can take over an area quite rapidly. Some weeds have adapted in order to spread their seeds as far as possible. The plant itself does not have much control over this, but trusts nature to lend a helping hand. Wood avens and goosegrass have seeds with a hook designed to attach to the fur of passing animals. They are then carried and dropped up to several miles away. Dandelions have seeds with an attached feathery puff that allows them to simply be carried by the wind to a faraway location. Other plants, such as lords and ladies, wrap their seeds in an attractive berry, which birds consume and then later deposit as waste a great distance away. A final, more mysterious example is the seed of the ocelete. Ocelete? It is known to be picked up by critters who then take it back to their nests. As soon as the animal goes to sleep, the seed sprouts into bloom. It is not quite understood how the plant is able to detect when the creature is asleep. Interesting. And why does it wait for the creature to be asleep? That's a question, too. Bought of William Foley, educational and school materials supplied. 10th of June, 1890, classroom desks with chairs, chalkboard, ink, okay, lots of stuff. Dear Lady Annabella, thank you for your order. As discussed, we will write again in the coming months to inform you of a delivery date from these school supplies. All the best, W. Foley. Okay. It's in my own school, it would seem. And we got the ocelot seeds. Ocelot seeds? I'm not sure exactly how I'm supposed to pronounce it, but whatever. Might want some sort of record for that. And what's this? Molded cylinder record. Echo All the World, Edison Records. Echo All of the World. I guess we can inspect these records. Talking Machine Record. Meadows Bless. Okay. Interesting. Wildflower Waltz by Edison. What about this? Blossom. Okay. And I don't think we have the info we need to know which of those is correct yet. Animal husbandry and rehabilitation. For all work with animals, domestic and wild. Animal heartbeat rates, given in BPM. Cow, horse, sheep, goat, pig, chicken, dog, cat, rabbit, hedgehog, mouse, rat, red squirrel, stoat, mole, shrew. Okay, hold on a second. Which of these would it be? Is it a mole? Is it a red squirrel? They sometimes forage food back to the nests to keep for later. Whereas the red squirrel... I mean, I think we're probably looking at a squirrel. Probably the red squirrel. Because they are the ones that actually bring food back to their nests. So, knowing that, red squirrel has in a sleep heartbeat BPM of 120. So which of these records has a BPM of 120? 100, okay. We have 50. We've got 70. This is 120. Perfect. Okay, so we could put this here. Load it up. I will need to plant a plant. Hopefully I can do that here pretty quick. All right, thank you. I need no slits. And prepare yourself for the soothing sounds of an hibernating red squirrel. Would you look at that? The miracle of life. Oh, it's vibing, it's dancing. Look at that. The ocelot's seeds is picked up by small animals, such as the red squirrel, who then store it inside their nests. Once the animal falls asleep, the ocelot depends upon the heartbeat vibrations to break open and bloom. Alright, so we knew this because of animal heartbeats, the board game rules, the playing cards, and weeds and seeds. Yeah. There we go. That was easy. Alright, 2 more plants left to discover. And I still don't know what I'm doing with this thing. Alright, what do we have left? So, the Fool's Emerald is supposed to be in the side terrace. Where is the side terrace? Let me see the index. Take me to the maps. Side terrace. Kitchen. There's the back terrace. I need number 20, the side terrace, which is right there. So if we go from the rose garden, it should be just to the left. Good to know. Oh, can I open this? Nice. I wonder if this will take me straight to where I want to go. Oh, is this the rose garden? Is it? This is near the rose garden. But I believe the rose garden is this thing here. So side terrace should be over this way? Yeah, okay. Right here. This is the side terrace. What? Alright, let's put this down. Okay, what's here? Plants chemicals. Chemical compounds in wildflowers. So jasmine has indole, poppy has opium, foxglove has digitoxin, fool's emerald has luciferin, daffodil has glantamine, St. John's wort has hypersin. Okay. Interesting. The marvel of bioluminescence. In the darker corners of our world, there are plants and organisms that are able to produce their own light. These plants, fungi, and insects are most often found in areas of low light, such as dark forests, deep oceans, and gloomy caves. Recent discoveries show that chemicals such as luciferin are responsible for this glowing effect. It is not known what this glowing effect is used for, but it could be for communication with others of the same species or to attract pollinators or food. Scientists believe there are many bioluminescent species waiting to be discovered. Okay. Fool's Emerald might be bioluminescent. We'll see about that. Anything else to look at here? Not seeing anything immediately. It's fine. Okay, cool. And I think we probably should have just about all the pieces in place at this point. Just gotta put them together properly. What's this? A greeting card. Sincerest greetings. Dearest Arabelle, I was delighted after our recent mentoring session. You do excellent work as a fellow scholar of the natural world. I recall the spring dance shrub that once grew in your garden before you departed on your travels. How wonderful it would be to see it growing again. I have been compiling plant specimens that require pollination to mature into their adult stage. I wonder if the spring dance shrub is one of these plants. Ever your affectionate friend, Lavinia. Okay. Well then. Let's look at the clues we have thus far. So we got the spring dance shrub. We got the Fool's Emerald. So the spring dance likely requires pollination, which likely means we got to do something with regards to the birds. The burbs. Okay. It's not immediately obvious what we need to do next. Which is good. That's how I like my puzzle games. Mr. Bennett, the telegraph you ordered arrived while you were at the farmer's market. They delivered it by boat. I left it at the boathouse since I didn't know where you'd like to keep it. There appears to be a Morse code manual inside the case as well. Jimmy. How'd I miss this? A telegraph? I completely missed... Like, that isn't the gramophone I just used. Okay, I guess we'll go back to the boathouse and look into that. Because if there's Morse code... And a puzzle game can't resist Morse code, typically. Like it's the siren song of puzzle games. Oh, what's this? Illustrated penny paper. It was a message. Local man reports mystery signal. A gentleman farmer has reported sightings of mysterious blinking lights coming from the caves near his home, in Cheddar. In his own words, I was walking my dog and lost track of time a little. It soon became dark and I decided to make the walk back home. On the way to my house is a tiny cave, and as I walked by, I noticed a blinking light pattern cast from the cave entrance. I was sure it was one of those Morse code messages. When I approached the cave, the light source vanished, and nobody was there. I'm convinced that what I saw was the Morse code abbreviation for attention. I will never forget that one abbreviation, as it was the first message I learned in Morse code. Local authorities have assured our journalists that there have been no recent military activity or exercises in the area, so the mystery remains unsolved. Okay, so the plant likely has bioluminescence and Morse code, which pulses in a Morse code looking way, which might be of use for getting it to grow, I think. That seems likely. That being the case, I would like to look into this Morse code device further to see if I actually discover it or not. Because I did not see a Morse code device. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's open this up. Alright, International Morse Code for the transformation of telegram signals. Okay. Okay, so I think we're going to need to use this to create some Morse code on a plant. Where exactly we want to set up? I guess we need to set up somewhere dark, don't we? So that the light exists. Yeah, that makes sense. Where would be a good dark place to set up? And honestly, that looks promising. Don't know how we get there, though. Also, anything worth inspecting on this? Not really. Oh, I bet I can... Nope, that's not a door. Where should I set up a Morse code device? Where can I put this? I'd like to set it down somewhere, please. I don't have any tables nearby. And I'm not an uncivilized person. I'm not going to put it on not a table. Okay. So what do we want to try? Do we want to look into the birds or the Morse code? Let's try the birds. I think I might have a clearer picture of what exactly I need to do with the birds. Which would be the spring dance shrub. Okay, spring dance shrub. Where are we going? We're going to where the birds are. Okay, so let's look into the various types of birds, and we'll need to figure out what type of bird we think is likely to be the pollinator for the spring dance shrub. Also, how many clues do I have, by the way? Am I missing a significant amount of clues? No, I've got all the clues, so this should just be a matter of figuring this out. Okay. I don't know what color the flower is, though, is the thing. Do we have any record of that? What clues do we have? We've got... Well, okay, so let's just sort this out. So spring dance shrub, for sure, with certainty. The birds, the seeds, the... Why do I care about hydrangeas? I'm gonna go another. I think hydrangeas and the pot catalog are likely relevant here. As well as the pigment research, the pH, because I bet we need to change the color of the plant in order to get the birds to come to it properly. And then it will be the greeting card. Yeah, okay, so those are the clues that are pertaining to this. So, alright, forget terracotta. Alright, what color do we want? So there's red, there's blue. Okay, wait a minute, wait. Let's see what type of bird exists here. What type of bird is it that is in my garden? And then I was to custom tailor the plants to be to the bird's liking. There we go, that's how this works. Right, where are you, birds? Hello, bird. Right, you've got like a white belly, gray wings, red neck. You sing. Okay, white belly, red neck, gray wings. All right, so now we'll look at the bird chart, figure out what type of bird that is, figure out what type of color that bird likes, and then we can get the bird to pollinate my flower. All right. So that is, it's a robin, almost certainly. So robins like red flowers. Good. All right, now we got to go and mess with the pH of the soil in order to get a red flower. Yeah. Okay. That makes a lot of sense, I think. Okay. If I can recall how I got to the pH zone, it was elsewhere. pH zone is over this way, I think. Yeah, this seems right. All right, I want to go this way. Right, okay, so we want to get red pH. So red... Hold on, so hydrangeas... Colors can vary between red to purple. Okay, but what color specifically gives me what I want? That's the military stuff. Where did I find... Because somewhere there's something that tells me which pigment research. It's at the garden paths. Okay, well, I guess we'll find that. Pigment research. Somewhere along the garden paths. Garden paths is not a very specific direction to point me in, I will say. Okay, what do we got for this? So that... Alright, but we need... There's like a whole chart. Is this a garden path area? Or is that a specific place? Is there like a place on the map that's called garden paths? 15, garden paths. Right there. So that is near the gardening workspace, which is right there. Okay, so it is literally, if I were in the gardening workspace, where is the gardening workspace? Where did I literally just come from? Yeah, this should be the garden paths up here, because it's you leave the workspace and you go up here. Okay, so it's somewhere around here. These are the garden paths, indeed. There it is, okay. So red, we want 12 to 14 pH. Now, if we want 12 to 14 pH, what we're going to want is sandstone with seaweed could work. I think that's literally the only thing. So sandstone with some added seaweed will get the pH levels to where we want them. Nice, nice, nice. This is the wrong way. Sandstone with seaweed. I'm pretty sure that's sandstone. Yeah, sandstone. There we go. So I think... Well, we got to start with just normal soil, surely, right? So, here, soil. Let's get the spring dance. Get some water. Okay. And then we'll add some seaweed to the mix, which should make it the color we want. Seaweed. There we go. Now you're looking more red. Lovely. Now, if we place you somewhere where a bird will find you, which I guess the bird zone is probably where we want to go for that. Like right here on this table. There we go. We'll get some feed, so the bird will like you. And it'll come on over. And this should get you pollinated. And growing. Now sit back and watch. Okay, are there no birds here? Do I need to, like, lure the bird over, like, one thing at a time? Okay, let's, because we know there's a bird over this way. Maybe I need to specifically, like, gradually bring that bird over. Guess that's possible. Wait, where is the bird? The bird is over here. Okay, bird, what if I put food here for you, bird? You like that? Yeah, we'll, like, chain food. Okay, and then I'll scare you. Like, whoa. Oh, dang it. Okay. Alright, maybe we'll just, like, naturally let you go grab the food? Let's try this again. Come on, bird. Okay, there you go. Now, come see this one. Alright. Gotta be really sure to not scare the bird. Oh, look. More food appeared. Wow. Right now, very carefully, don't frighten the bird. He wants this food over here. Lovely. Alright, let's not get too... I almost want to go around just to be sure I don't scare the bird. Yeah, you want that food. Okay, cool. Then we come around this way. Grab this. Making sure not to scare the bird away. Little bird. Good, good, good. Real bird brains play, I'd say. We're going bird brain mode. Okay, where will you bring you next? Right there? Looks good to me. I don't think I should have to go all the way back around. I think I should be able to just sneak in here. Now, we come around this way. Place the bird feeder over here. That'll do quite nicely. Man, if only birds in real life were this easy to manipulate. I'm not sure what I would do with that sort of power, but I could come up with something, surely. Alright. I'm not taking any chances. I do not want to scare this bird away. This has taken long enough already. Without me accidentally scaring the bird. We're going the long way around. Better to waste like 30 seconds unnecessarily than to potentially risk wasting all of the time we've already spent on this bird. Okay, alright. Calm, don't scare the bird. Okay, and this should do it. Hopefully this isn't too close. Read. No, 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 bird, bird, bird. Okay, we'll go the other way around. I was so terrified that it would run away. Be scared of me. Okay, right here. That ought to work. Okay. And you like the flower? Yeah, you do. Look at that. Gorgeous. Oh, oh. The birds are lovely. The spring dance shrub contains anthocyanins, causing it to change color depending on the pH level of its environment. Robins love red flowers and will be attracted to the red variant of this shrub. Alright, great. Now, just time to do some Morse code. Lovely. Lovely stuff. But where are we doing the Morse code? Like, I think we want to do that in a relatively dark place. But how do we get to a relatively dark place? That is the question. Indeed it is. Like, here's my theory. Like, I think Oh, we used the crank. Hold on, where did I put the crank? I think it's over this way. There we go. I knew it would be useful for something eventually. I just knew it. Alright, now we can crank this open. Bring me my water again, thank you. Come to think of it, I'm not actually certain how having water helps me, but it looks nice. Wait, can I walk on the lily pads? Can I? Oh, I can walk on the lily pads. Nice. All right, hold on. Before we go this way, because we are going to need, for certain, we're going to need the plants. I believe we're after the emerald. Indeed. There we go. Do we have a sprout? We've got a sprout. Indeed, we do. So we're gonna want to be in here in the dark. Now I gotta go get my Morse code device. And I suppose before we do this, might as well, because we know for sure what all the clues are. We've got Morse code, we've got the news article, we've got the telegraph, we've got bioluminescence, we've got plant chemicals, and military codes. Perfect. Alright, now we've got... Where'd I put that? It was, off to the side, wasn't it? Oh, actually, before I do this, because it's still bothering me that I do not have, all the way back from chapter, like, 3, I think? Somehow I don't have the last clue for this. So I'm going to go back to the... It should be in the old tower somewhere. I need to find that clue. I want to actually... Because I imagine if I have the clue, I'll, like, actually, like, properly beat the game or something. And if I don't, I might not. So let's do that first. Quick little side tangent. I'm going to get my last clue for chapter 3. That's not how you get there. How do we get there? Like, we go this way? Yeah, that should work. Like, it should be in the tower. It should be pretty obvious, because the tower is not large. It's, like, right there. Tower. It should be a clue in the old tower. In theory, right? Old tower. Clue not found. There must, like, it's there somewhere. This is undisputed. An undisputed fact of life is that in the old tower there is a clue. And I need to find it. Right. So, just click on literally everything that exists. Alright. Up. And this might not actually be relevant, getting the clues, but, like, it's annoying me that I don't have the clues, is the thing. And obviously, there's no way to, like, raise it without being on it directly. Like, we can interact with the windows, but we've already interacted with all of the windows, so that can't be it. Maybe if I have this open and then look at it while it's spinning... I see, oh, it's still broken. I don't know. Like, I mean, as I've said before, there's not a ton of things you can even interact with here. It's basically just the lever and the windows. And the little, like, pot thing. You can look at this, and I've looked at it several times. Text overlay? It's an manometer. Maybe it's that I need to look at the anemometer while it's, like, super windy. And that'll tell me, oh, yep, definitely broken. No? Maybe, can I go down another layer, actually? Well, I can. That brings you to the base level. And there's no way to go down from here. Man, is it something like near the tower, but not technically in the tower? Old tower not found. What the heck? What the heck, man? I mean, it's possible it could be a glitch, maybe. Maybe I've already looked at it and it was supposed to give me a thing, but it didn't for some reason. What's that? Have I seen that? I don't think I looked at that. What is that? Okay, well, okay. So it should be to the left of the windows. All right, so let's go up and see if maybe I missed something to the left of the windows. If not, I guess I'll probably just do the Morse code thing and finish up the game. I don't see anything of particular note, just stones, really. And yeah, so there's a window. Yeah, nothing from the interior can be seen, really. Okay, alright, I guess I just am never going to have this clue. Like, I figured out the plant, so I didn't need the clue, but... like, from like a 100% perspective, it's kinda sucks that I apparently can't find it. Especially since I, did everything I needed to do in here to, like, know about the plant. Okay, well, alright, back to Morse code. I guess we'll just accept that I'm never going to actually technically have that clue. And I'm assuming, like, I don't see what it could have been. Like, I'm assuming maybe there was, like, some trigger that didn't work or something. Some flag didn't get activated properly, maybe. In any case, it's Morse code time. But first, I've got to get my Morse code device, which I believe I left on the table over here. There it is. Yep, let's close that for transport. Right, over the lily pads we go. Okay, so we needed the Morse code for attention. What was that? Was it KK? I don't know. We'll look it up. Yeah, the list of military codes is pretty close by. Okay, attention. KA. Alright, KA for attention is apparently what this flower has transmitted to other people, so now we will transmit that to it, and hopefully that works out. So K is dash, dot, dash, A is dot, dash. Alright. Oops, okay. Oh, I did it. There we go, look at that luminescence. Oh, it's really growing around here. Oh, that's pretty. Hopefully it's not negatively impacting the structural stability of my home, but it looks nice. The Fool's Emerald is a vine that contains luciferin, which allows it to create light. They grow in caves where they use the light to communicate with each other, very much like Morse code. Ah, fascinating. Well then. Oh, go to the gatehouse. Apparently I have more stuff at the gatehouse. Nice. I wonder what it could be, though. And we've, I think that we've done, like, all the plant stuff. We finished chapter 5. We've unlocked all the seeds. Grown them all. Gotten lost several times, because my home is very confusing. But that's okay. It's a puzzle game. Navigation is a puzzle. As it turns out. One could say, perhaps. Right, no, we want to go this way, I think. That should get us to the, like, main hall pretty soon, which then should allow us to get to the gatehouse pretty quickly. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, this has been a nice puzzle game. I think we're basically at the end. Short. I think the game is like $25 normally, so It's arguably a bit pricey for how short it seems to be, but it's been very pleasant. I've enjoyed my time with it. And, you know, a short game isn't necessarily a problem, right? If it was good. I'd much rather have, like, a really good, like, 3-4 hour experience than, like, an okay 15-hour experience. Especially when you consider the fact that sometimes time... Or sometimes it's not, I need a thing to occupy me for X amount of time. Sometimes it's, I have to spend X amount of time to experience this thing. And sometimes a shorter thing that you can get over with quicker is actually nicer in that respect. Right. Apologies from Jimmy. Lady Arabella, I apologize wholeheartedly for accidentally taking the key to the formal garden home with me. It was in my pocket and I had simply forgotten it was there. I didn't want to disturb your research, so I've left the key in the basket here for you, Jimmy. Well, we already got that. Oh, post. Oh, I'm sending my book out into the post. There we go, Mayflower Publishing House, Bedford Square. I'm submitting my novel. Or it's not a novel, technically, it's a non-fiction book. Botany Manor, a game by Balloon Studios. Well, there we go. That was nice. Very pleasant. Nice, pleasant game. Not a super difficult puzzle game. Not a super necessarily easy puzzle game. Very pretty. You'll have the production value on that, certainly. I assume... I don't think it was, like, educational... I mean, it's possible that those plants are, like, real. I don't know. I'm not a botanist by trade, so I don't know if those are real or fictional. Some of the things seemed a bit far, but sometimes nature's far, so I don't know. I do not know if it was real or not. But I enjoyed it. I guess could we call this a cozy game? I don't know. I don't know what a cozy game is. Really, apparently. I thought it was pretty cozy. But yeah, so thank you all for being with me today as I played this game. Subscribe if you haven't. Check out my Twitch. We're trying to get up to 100 followers on Twitch. If we can get there, then we'll play another puzzle game, Portal. But I will be unable to see the game, so if you got a Twitch account, give me a follow over there. But yeah. I guess until next time, I guess I'll be waiting here. I'll see if anything happens after the credits roll. Looks like the credits are almost done. Good. So yeah, I would say in general, I enjoyed the game. I think it's arguably a bit expensive for what it is, but I don't necessarily regret having purchased it. It was a nice experience. All right, we got a loading screen. Oh, 1 year later. Okay, we do have a scene. An actual scene. Oh, it's interactive even. Oh, is this going to... my book, like, got published? Oh. Green School of Botany. A ceremonial key. Oh, nice. Nice. Lady Arabella Green. Presented to Lady Arabella Green by the Women's Education Union on the occasion of her opening the Green School of Botany, 12th of April, 1891. Nice, nice, I'm finally getting some recognition. Ooh, there's a bird in my house. Should probably do something about that, honestly. Ooh, the herbarium, nice. It's my book, there's copies of it all over, and this has become like a classroom environment. I've turned my library into a classroom. Nice. I've got school bell, an apple. Oh. Forgotten floor, lesson 1, air purifying flowers, the windmill wort. Teacher, Lady Arabella Green. Oh, we got Eliza, Jessica, Catherine, Ada, Mary, Thomasina. My dear Flora, I'm terribly sorry your herbarium didn't get picked up for publishing. Oh, it didn't get published. Though I am most excited about your new plans to turn Botany Manor into a botanical academy. I look forward to visiting the school and meeting the talented students you have taken under your wing. Let's hope they carry on our fight. Lots of love, Elizabeth. P.S. And Arabella, I hope you don't mind me still calling you by your childhood pet name. Oh, Forgotten Flora. Oh, yeah, let's get that on the lectern. and let class begin. The end. Well, anyways, thank you for joining me today. It was fun playing this with y'all. But until next time, I've been CMeeCraft. I'll catch you in the next stream or video. Goodbye.